What up, man?
Yo to the yo.
Yo to the yo. We are here. Let me go see my YouTube thingy here. There we go. Shut that shit down. What up, club balls? Right on, Claude. Mm.
What are you chewing on?
The back end of this sandwich I made right quick.
There you go.
It's salami. Howdy, Claude balls. I don't think Miriam's going to come on either. She keeps threatening us with it, but she won't do it. She's a chicken. Bok, 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 bok. Welcome to the thing with the people and the stuff at the place right now. We hope you like the stuff we're going to do in the place right now. Fuck yeah, Don T. Rump. I like that. I think we should make that our opener every night. What up, Wiz? Maybe this barley pop. Yeah, right? Lou, you got to have 3 more. You'll be fine. And that's 3, not 13. Oh, shit. The fucking ever-loving bed, man. What the hell? Did he hit the wrong button?
I hit the wrong button. Or no, Wiz must have hit the wrong button. He was
That's
saying
what I'm saying.
He was saying in Aaron's chat that he was having poor signal with his laptop tonight.
Oh, okay. There he is. All right. Come on, Wiz. What up, Wizard?
Oh, this is weird, man.
What? What's up?
I'm only getting you in waves.
That's Pink Floyd, dude.
Is my sound coming through okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Wow, because I'm only getting sound in waves, man.
Nice.
Pink Floyd song gone bad.
Oh my goodness. Wah 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 wah. Yeah, right. Like the Peanuts teacher.
Wah, 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 wah.
Steel Panther. Oh my god, dude. Yes. A blast from the 80s. Steel Panther and Striper and Spinal Tap and I've heard just about every 80s metal band there is to hear. What up, Wiz? Back again, trying it out.
What the hell? Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, sounds like you got issues.
Let me try and restart my computer again.
Something,
All right.
because you got fucked up. You're fucked up, dude.
Yeah, we can hear it like a wah, wah, wah. Howdy, Dallas. Howdy, AZ. What's up, boys? Lou. that would piss me off too. Lung oyster.
The naked ladies dance. There's a hole in the wall where you put your cock and balls. Sucking on the other side. Is it a boy or a girl or a lady man hermaphrodite? Honey, I don't wanna know who's sucking my dick today. I'm going to the glory hole. Gonna spend my weekly pay. Dream about Cheryl Day. While the beast greases on my pole. I'm gonna blow my load at the glory hole. Blow my load at the glory hole. Blow my load at the glory hole. I know a place down the street just behind Mickey D's, where the thing behind the hole really aims to blaze. Well, the hardcore brothers only need to get a job well done. It doesn't matter if it's Tommy Lee or Dylan the Hole. Baby, I don't wanna know who's sucking my cock tonight. I'm going to the glory hole. Gonna fuck it with all my might. In my head it's Jessica Biel. Don't care if it's a fucking troll. I'm gonna blow my load at the glory hole. Blow my load at the glory hole. Blow my load at the glory hole. Come, give your cock a chance. No need for romance. Come soil your pants at the glory hole. Come get what you need. Do the dirty deed. Deposit your sins. charges you at the glory hole.
All right, I'll let you. I'll let that go. That'll be the end of that one. I didn't know there was boobs in that video. Dude, you trying to get us fucking banned? Jesus Christ with the boobs. That's hilarious. That's right. It ain't a video from the 80s until a midget shows up. And never again. Oh, come on. Where's your fucking adventurous spirit? That's the First Amendment at work right there, folks. Boobs. Yeah, I didn't know there were boobs on there. They're going to make me take that shit down. They're going to be like, Sick Pat, you put boobs on your channel. Nah, I didn't know. Aaron said, okay, where's this bar at? It's in Florida, dude. Probably, I don't know, Fort Lauderdale. Them tits were tats. Yeah, they were just painted on. Them weren't real. They were fake boobs. I will drive up there, Pat. Oh, damn. I'm in trouble now.
If I decide I ever want to quit my job in a glorious fashion, I'll play that out, over the speakers at work.
Oh, yeah, dude. You got to play, and it's got to be the Glory Hole song. That is now my favorite Steel Tiger song. I hadn't heard that one.
Is it Steel Tiger or Steel Panther?
Or, yeah, Steel Panther.
Okay.
I was stuck in the Tanya Sharma room for a second. Yeah, Claude, I had no idea. I was like, God damn, he just dropped boobs on me, man. And I mean, like, not that I'm upset, but, the fucking little soy boys at YouTube, they don't get to see that shit. I called the thought police. See, we're already being reported. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Power off.
Power off. I just called the police. Look, there's more of them. Holy shit. See what you started, Claude? God damn it. Now we're all going to be arrested for the boobs. We're going to be YouTube arrested. Which is like 8 times gayer than regular arrested.
YouTube can go suck my cock at the glory hole. That's all I got to say about that.
Right at the fucking glory hole. All right. Well, shit. There goes
On
the end of
another
that.
note, the link that AZ put up a few minutes ago is very interesting.
Yeah.
For anybody who is in the market for some storable food, it's a great sale. They got it.
DZ said the glory hole doesn't work well with the mask mandate.
No, probably not.
It's just not like when I was a kid.
Yeah, this link AZ put up, it's 170 servings of freeze-dried emergency food for $100.
Oh shit, yeah.
And that's a big deal. That's a Black Friday deal from Midway USA. I'll throw the link up again in case anybody else wants it.
There you go, Don T. I hear you, bro. I am definitely on that bus. Screwtube and Scroogle can, well, you know. Don't trust any mandate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That can't be right. Evening from the former America. Oh, we ain't done yet, Ed K. We are long from done yet. Matter of fact, we're just getting started. I have a mandate, no homo.
I have a mandate. Thou shalt kick thy goats.
Yes. Firing the goat. Dry hitting the pipe, but I'm firing it up anyway. Well, fuck, if I ain't got a 1/4 ounce of resin built up in there, I fucking don't know what the hell I've been doing all this time.
I picked up some fresh tonight.
It's going to be a couple days before I get any more fresh. I got a day or 3 to wrestle through here.
This shit's called sour lemon papaya.
Oh, nice. Fresh what? Produce? Yeah. Cabbage.
Yeah, it's lettuce.
Fresh cabbage, man.
It's the devil's lettuce.
The devil. Holy shit. Detires is like, it's weed, Abe. You let him off the hook, Detires. What the hell? That's right. Fresh leafy greens. It's good for you.
Yeah, let's all smoke some kale. It's good for you.
Okay, you know what? Maybe one day, but that's going to be the last one on my list.
Yeah.
I don't even fucking eat that shit,
Same
let alone
here.
smoke it.
Yeah, same
The
here.
devil's lettuce, yes. Weed illegal in 99 states. We don't even have, God damn it. We don't have 99 states, for fuck's sake.
The Deborah's lettuce.
The Deborah's lettuce. Yes. Small amounts of marijuana are decriminalized in Ohio. I don't know what they mean by small amounts because, like, I smoke like a freight train, but, you know, whatever.
It's probably like a 1/4 ounce.
Yeah.
That's been the standard for a long time. Even like 20 years ago, when I got the one time that I was busted with weed,
Yeah.
it was considered just a misdemeanor if it was a 1/4 ounce or less. But what they hammer you on is the paraphernalia.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like even if you get caught with just a joint, they can charge you with the weed and then they charge you with the paraphernalia just for the rolling paper that it's rolled with. And that's like a $500 fine, or at least it was.
Well, look, dude, I got out of my one fucking weed conviction and I fucking went to court and I represented myself and everybody said I was stupid. And I argued in court that it was my constitutional right to grow and smoke whatever the fuck I wanted, whenever the fuck I wanted. And the fucking dude, the judge actually listened to my fucking argument, realized that I was absolutely right, and he charged me $1.
There you go.
I'm not shitting you. Everything, court costs, fees, everything was $1 when they added it all up.
Yeah, for me, I pled no contest, and they reduced my charges. They threw out the possession and just charged me with the paraphernalia.
Well, see, at the time I was busted, I didn't even have paraphernalia. I just had a bag of weed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I argued. I told him, I said, the government has no legitimate constitutional interest in the possession, growth, or use of marijuana. They have an interest in the sales or distribution because that's commerce.
Yep.
And the government has a legitimate interest in commerce. So you can't take your interest in commerce and turn that into an interest in my personal business.
Yeah.
And the judge the whole fucking thing cost me $1, dude.
Mine was a little more than that, but I had another charge.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, it was. Well, I was.
And that would have been my argument anyway. That's my property. I can use it to smoke whatever the fuck I want. You don't have a legitimate governmental interest in what I fucking put in my body. You just don't. And I know the dude, the only reason he gave me $1 was just so he could make his fucking clerk of courts feel better about it. You know, I'm seriously, dude. I mean, like I fucking beat dude down truthfully in court. And I just explained, I was like, constitutionally, this charge has no merit. If you had weed and no stamps, they busted you for tax evasion. Yeah. Yeah, right? Right. Yeah, exactly, Claude. Yeah. Well, but that was the plan from the beginning, Lou. That's that lawyer speak, dude. You know what I mean? He did it for the county attorney, sick Pat. The clerks don't give a fuck what happens. They just write it down. There you go. Whatever, you know. I made the prosecutor look silly, man, because I asked him twice to read the Constitution. I'm like, you should have already fucking done this. And then I got yelled at for cussing in court. But, you know, that's just me. I actually said right in court, I said, I'd have thought you read this at least fucking once. Yeah, but the leftards are the fucking anti-war party. Right, Sang? Everything they say is a lie, dude. Whatever they say they are, they're not. And whatever they say they aren't, they are. They are some fucking, the leftards are some fucking evil, rotten, nasty rat bastards. Mm. Yes, legalese. Lou has a more concise reference as bullshit. Right on, Sing. And that's exactly right, dude. I don't want to put my hands on nobody. But if you make me, I'm going to fucking tax you, man. Because you're pulling me off my square. You know what I mean? Yeah, no shit. I'd rather get along with everybody, but if you make me behave like an idiot, I'm going to tax you for that. And since I don't think most people would hand over their wallets fucking voluntarily, a shot in the eye works just as well. Because they can't leave anybody alone, Don T. That's the thing. They want to be all up in your ass. They want to control what you think, what you say, what you do, where you go, when you go there, and how you get there. They want to fucking control you. They're so fucking insecure and they're so fucking cowardly that they can't stand it when another motherfucker has freedom. They're so cowardly and weak, they can't stand it when a motherfucker has freedom. And that's all it is, dude. It's straight jealousy bullshit. They're a bunch of soy boy, candy ass freaks that never got out of a goddamn fucking school book and did a fucking thing in the real world. And then they want to command me. Motherfucker, come to my house and command me. See how that works out for you. Motherfucker, you're going to command me. You don't fucking command shit. You're a fucking pussy. You and everybody like you. And I hope the motherfuckers skulking and listening understand what I'm saying. Because you a straight up bitch. I'll continue to live my life my way. And if you don't like it, come stop me. Shit pisses me off, man. Motherfucker, I ain't listened to my daddy for some time. And you sure enough fuck ain't my dad. Good, put on your mask. Yeah, you gotta suck my dick at the glory hole. Thank you, Steel Panther. My calluses and scars beat your paper cuts. That's right, dude. I'm telling you. They don't understand what they're dealing with. Right? Yeah, Claude, you're exactly right. You're dead on. That's why they can't be trusted with power, because they don't know how to do it. They don't know what it means to be a powerful human being.
Did you see any of the InfoWars show, the InfoWars show today?
Some of it, yeah.
I caught the last segment with Owen Schroyer. They were showing a video. It looked like they were inside like a grocery store or a Walmart or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And some dude was getting accosted by a bunch of customers because he wasn't wearing his mask.
By customers?
Yeah. He's like standing in line at the register, you know.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's like standing by himself. He's on his little, you know, square, you know, on the floor 6 feet away from everybody else.
Right.
He's not wearing a mask, and he's just minding his own business. He only wanted to buy like one thing, and people are shouting and heckling him and everything.
Dude, I'd be like, dude, if you don't get the fuck away from me, I'm going to stab you. How about that?
Some dude came up behind him with like a 30-gallon tote and dumped it over his head. It was full of water. Completely.
Get the fuck out of here.
And then he like walks off, and he's like, you should have wore your fucking mask.
I'd have stabbed fuck out of that dude. I swear to God I would. I'd have stabbed the shit out of that right in front of everybody.
Yep. I would have beat his ass into the ground.
No, I'd have stuck him. I'd have shanked his bitch ass. That's right. I ain't never unarmed, dude. Never. 24/7, I have a weapon within arm's reach. All the time. There is never a time I am unarmed. And I am quite skilled with my arms. God, I wish a motherfucker would do some shit like that to me. I had one bitch try to walk up on me, dude, and I literally just pulled my glasses off and stared at her, and she turned around and walked away. And I'm like, must be the way I held my fucking eyebrows. Motherfuckers. Oh my God, dude. I'd have shanked the fuck out of that dude. I'm telling you. You dump shit on me or fucking whatever in a public place, it's on, Jack. You just opened the motherfucking floodgates. Hope you got your shit with you. Because I got my shit with me.
Another story I saw, this one was even crazier. Somewhere outside of D.C.
Fuck yeah, Lou.
Trump has a golf course somewhere outside of D.C. And there were some protesters there. And I guess a guy was counter-protesting. And he was all like wearing his Trump gear and everything. And he got into a verbal argument with one of the protesters. And this female protester, libtard bitch, she ended up calling the cops on him and filed civil suit against him for assault because he breathed on her without wearing a mask. And the fucking clerk of courts accepted.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yep. You breathed on me.
What the fuck is wrong with these people, dude? Oh shit, I walked out of a laundromat tonight and told her we wouldn't be back.
I hear you.
The chick running the laundromat there, the little fucking bitch behind the counter, decided that she didn't like the fact that I had a fucking medical exemption from my mask and a psychological exemption. Right on, saying, motherfucker, you don't understand. You can pick any weapon and I will beat you with it. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, secondhand stealing my smoke, thieving bitch. Goddamn right, Claude. Bunch of slack-jawed faggots, man. Jesus fucking Christ. Where the fuck do these people come from, man? It's like, do you like fucking a boot on your neck? If you do, I'll put mine on there. Don't let the government do it, for fuck's sake. If you're just into being kicked around, man, I got that shit in spades. And I fucking earned it at least. God damn. That's right, Lou. You're goddamn right.
Yeah, we got a bunch of sheriffs here in Ohio that are refusing to enforce the governor's mask mandate.
Yeah, but you know what they're doing now, right? They're going to the fucking health departments. They got the social workers in on the deal.
Yep, and Bureau of Workers' Compensation. They're involved with it too.
Sing. I'm literally anti-pushy. I'm not doing it, dude. My fucking rights are not negotiable. What part of this do they not get? They're not fucking negotiable. This isn't a discussion. It's not a fucking debate. My rights are my fucking rights. I have the right to not wear a mask. If you want to wear a mask, you wear the fucking mask. It works, right? So you're protected. You ain't got to worry about it. Beat the fuck off, dude. What I'm doing has nothing to do with you. Mind your business, bitch. And that's the real of it. If you think your mask works, you're in good shape. You got yours on. I'll holler. Step off, motherfucker. There ain't a motherfucker on this planet that's going to tell me how to live my life. I swear to fucking God.
Yeah, that's like back when Obama was trying to push the Obamacare, and, you know, in the mandated coverage and everything. You know, everybody's like, "Oh, you could just sign up." I ain't signing up for shit.
I ain't signing up for a motherfucking thing. Fuck you.
You can't force me to buy insurance if I don't want it. Go fuck yourself.
We'll go to fucking court, bitch. And I ain't even got to pay for my lawyer. Motherfucker. God, I hate that shit, dude. Where these motherfuckers get off thinking they can run shit for somebody else is fucking beyond me, man. These are obviously people that have never been meaningfully punched in the fucking mouth. Truly, Mike, I'm goddamn good to see you in chat again, brother, but I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing it. I refuse. And you can tell me anything you want. I'm still going to do what the fuck I want. If you can't kill me over it, you're a punk and step off. Go back to Washington and tell your boss you failed. Motherfucker. I fucking refuse. I worked for a long goddamn time to become a free man, and I'll be a motherfucker if I let some fucking desk jockey pencil pushing bitch fucking take that away from me. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not doing it. You can't fucking make me. With a gun to my head. You can't make me. You don't have what it takes. God, I hope somebody is listening. I hope one of these fucking maggot little commie cocksuckers is listening to this. Because I will not fucking give in to you. Bullet to the head. Fuck you. You will not win with me. I'm a fucking American, dude. I'm a free man, and fuck you. And if you want to fight about it, I got hogs to eat the evidence, bitch. I mean it, man. I'm done. I hate this shit, dude. It fucking boils my guts. It boils my fucking guts. I'm like, where the fuck do you get off, man? I don't tell you how to live your life. Don't you fucking dare tell me how to feel mine. How to live mine. That's it, Thule. I will not comply. You piece of shit. I will not fucking comply. I will fight you. Tooth and nail till I die. Because I hate you that much. And understand you are my blood enemy. Understand you are the cursed one that I will squash on the end of my boot. I mean that. I fucking hate you with every fiber of my motherfucking being. I hate anyone that would steal the will of another man and call it fucking righteous. I will curb stomp your bitch ass. Test me on that one. God damn. I mean, how the fuck much is a motherfucker supposed to take? You want to put me under curfew? Motherfucker, my parents couldn't put me under curfew. Fuck you. I'm a grown motherfucker. How dare you tell me when to go home? Fuck you. Fuck you and anybody that smells like you. You commie cocksucker. And God, I hope just one is listening. Just one. I want you to know what I feel. I want you to know what's waiting on you. I'm not alone. We will not fucking comply, you piece of shit.
I'm quiet because I'm checking headlines. So rant on to your heart's
That's
content.
cool, dude. I was fucking, I was just off on a fucking rip, dude. I'm sick of this shit, dude. I'm not gonna tolerate that shit, man. I'm not gonna fucking tolerate it. I will not comply. You don't tell me what the fuck to do. You don't tell me how the fuck to live. You don't want me shooting people? Fine, I gave that up. You cocksuckers. But I'm about done giving to you. I'm just about done letting you fucking get over.
Hey, Froggy's in the chat. Welcome, Froggy.
These motherfuckers really get on my goddamn nerves. I'm just saying, man, I'm a grown motherfucker. I don't tell no grown motherfucker what to do. And how fucking dare you tell me what to do? How fucking dare you?
Yeah, my first line of news, aggregation is just the Google News, thing on the homepage.
Right.
And it's all leftist bullshit. It's particularly disgusting right now.
Cynthia, don't wear it. I don't wear it. Don't wear the motherfucker. Fuck them. What are you going to do? Shoot me? Fuck you. I'm not wearing it. It's not, I do not submit. I do not submit to the medical tyranny. I do not submit to a motherfucker telling me what my health is.
Yep.
My health is my business. Put your fucking mask on, bitch, if you're worried. If you're scared, get your mask on. And leave me the fuck alone. Or get what you get. I don't care which. I really don't. You can fucking step the fuck on or get punched in the fucking throat. I don't give a fuck. You're goddamn right, Cynthia. My body, my choice, motherfucker. Oh, I've already saying, for complete disclosure and openness, when I went to visit my dad in the intensive care unit, the doctor asked me to wear a mask and I wore one. Because it made fucking sense. In a hospital, in an intensive care ward. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in regular life.
Speaking of which, how is your father?
He's doing better. He's not great, but he's getting better. So, we're headed the right direction. They were talking about sending him to a nursing home, and I'm like, nah, dude, we're talking about like rehab at best. Like, I don't know what the fuck kind of money you think we're made out of, but
well, just to keep in mind, if you ever need it, your dad, he was a veteran, so he would be eligible to go to the Soldiers and Sailors Home in Sandusky. If you ever needed that kind of care.
Well, yeah, it is just your body involved. The masks work, right? If you've got yours on, you're protected, right? Then you don't have to worry about what the fuck I do. I don't attack anybody, Dev, but if they attack me, I will defend myself. And I will defend myself in any way I fucking see fit. And they won't like it, I promise. I've never harmed a single human being that didn't attack me first. Yeah, you do you. If you think you're fucking protected by the mask and that's going to fucking make you feel safer, then put the bitch on. I'm not doing it. And you can't fucking make me. I didn't tell anybody they weren't a Patriot.
No, she's having a little battle with Dallas.
Oh. All right. Yeah, right, Claude. Yeah, then why are the abortion clinics still open? You fucking hypocrite. Oh, we're the racists, but you people kill off half the fucking black population every year in New York City. Fuck you, dude. Well, I won't say they're not a patriot, Dallas, but I'll say they're weak. I don't submit. Submission is weakness. And I don't do weakness. I don't do it in myself, and I don't like it in others. But you do you. I mean, again, I'm never.
That's the whole point. You do you. You know?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell anybody else what to do. I promise. You know what I'm saying? But you, fucking goddamn it, there is no exit on this freeway where you can get off telling me what the fuck to wear. Fuck it, fire in a bowl.
Yeah, that works. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. That came out of nowhere.
You're goddamn right, Dallas. He sure in the fuck didn't. Right, Singh. You're exactly right. Right, Lou. Yeah, absolutely, dude. And that's what I'm saying. It's all stupid and it's all fucking political. And if you want to play in that world, that's fine. I'm not gonna. I refuse, Nick. How about that? You know, I don't get where they fucking think they have that kind of fucking authority over another human being. Yeah, there you go, Claude. You got to do what you got to do, man.
Yep. I unfortunately, I need my job. So the owner of my company asked me last week to wear a mask if I was around the customers. And I'm like, okay, we'll see how long this goes on for. Other than that, this entire year, the only time I've worn one was when I absolutely had to go somewhere like to pay a bill or buy some groceries or pick up a gun,
Right.
Hey, Deborah and Dallas, both of you guys, please chill out. Come on.
Yeah, listen, and I'm mad about that shit too with this goddamn Sidney Powell shit and fucking people like, people that are supposed to be conservatives, told you so. The Trump shit's falling apart, told you so. And I'm like, that's great, you're on our team, you idiot. Why are you undermining us? We do not have time to fight amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
Told you so. Sidney Powell's crazy. Told you so. So, well, number one, you don't fucking know that because she hasn't been to court yet. And number two, What the fuck? Why are you on attack? Are you that worried about your little podcast or whatever that you think you got to attack Sidney Powell? Jesus Christ, talking about the crabs dragging motherfuckers back into the pot. Yeah, saying that's what I'm like, what the fuck, man? Oh, there were several people like on the Twitter feeds and shit, these supposedly conservative pundits and shit, conservative writers for the Hill talking about, oh, they kicked Sidney out. It's chaos in the Trump team. Oh, and they had their little celebration on Twitter.
Well, it's just disinformation.
And I'm like, well, yeah, it's not even that. It's just they're so fucking... Listen, the goddamn Democrats don't bail. They stick fuck together. And that's why they keep kicking the Republicans' ass. God damn it. You can't tell these motherfuckers nothing. Oh, but we're the intelligentsia.
I hate that word.
Oh, my fucking God, dude.
Anybody who claims to be in the intelligentsia, they probably, are bottom 10% of the IQ test.
Gotta be. Fucking gotta be, dude. Shit, I know I'm smarter than 90% of the motherfuckers in Washington. Pete Santilli explained it well tonight. Right on, Dallas. What do you have to say?
I keep hearing about this guy. I've never heard him or seen any of his
He's
stuff.
got a YouTube thing. I've watched some of his stuff.
It's not Pete the Patriot, is it?
No.
Okay.
It's Pete Santilli. That's his channel name. Dude, I'm telling you, man. These educated idiots are fucking... They're dumb enough to be a danger to all of us, man. And I mean that. It's at that level. What up, Detires?
Oh, sorry. I ain't paying attention to chat now, but I was paying attention to chat. I was in the chat. And Sidney Powell got brought up. And, I mean... I did a little digging on the Sidney Powell thing. Now, Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah, it was a nothing burger to start with.
Yeah, it is a nothing burger, actually. He said she's going her separate direction. She's suing other countries.
It was all about money. Some of the Democrats were asking where fucking Sidney Powell's money was coming from. And in order to separate the Trump campaign's money from Sidney Powell's activities, they did that. It was all about money. There was no mystery to it. There was people trying to level accusations that Trump couldn't have. You know what I'm saying? And that's the bottom line of that.
Well, I heard it's a timeline issue. Now,
well, yeah, that too.
Trump,
yeah,
he's got to get his fucking court cases done and over with before December 8th or something like that.
Yep.
December 14th is the fucking drop dead day.
Yep. That's the end of it.
We will know who our president is on December 14th or 15th. Whatever.
Well, we'll know who our president is, or if somebody stole it.
Right. Oh, no argument there. But Sidney Powell is going after other countries. Her timeline, to do that, she needs more time. So she separated herself from the Trump team.
Right, Claude. But all of those things play into it. What you're saying and what
Sidney Powell is not going to lay her ass online. Her reputation, she's in the top five.
And again, that's on her. If she thinks she's got that kind of fucking evidence, it's on her to make them statements.
Right?
That's all good.
Her reputation on the line, and that's good. But she's going after international fucking people here,
right?
And that just hold on. I smell Soros. Now, I'm telling you guys, just back off of the fucking situation a little bit. I'm seeing some shit going on here.
But I mean, I got a little birdie that told me that the whole thing was that what it was really about. The reason they acted on it was because Trump actually liked the fact that all the fucking media idiots thought that she was part of his team because it worked in his benefit. But when they started asking questions about where the money was coming from, you can't have that in the middle of what you're doing.
Yeah, it's conflict of interest.
Right.
That's all it was.
And
yeah, but they had to sort that out and make it clear that,
right. Trump's smart enough to fucking eliminate that.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they gave Sydney the international portion of it, which is going to take longer. And Rudy and the hot blonde are going to fucking
right on.
Eat them
That's
up in
what
the
I'm
States.
saying. When she drops her evidence in court, we'll know if she's full of shit. You know what I mean?
Hey.
And because this is so important,
I'm a little pissed off at Tucker Carlson for getting in it with Sydney.
Dot the I's.
But
yes, exactly, Canoes. You got to have all your ducks in a row, man.
Well, Tucker Carlson tore into Sydney a little bit, and where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? It was like, I'm thinking, Tucker, what kind of idiot are you?
Yeah, what is she supposed to do? Fucking expose her whole hand before she ever gets to court?
I think. Wow.
Oops.
I got a little spinning wheel on my fucking thing there. Didn't like that. I think Tucker Carlson might have done it. Maybe saying them words.
Fox News might have fucking.
Well, I'm just saying. Fox News, fuck you.
No, Tucker implied that there was no evidence.
I got one.
That's just not true.
I got a wheelie. Well, what I think's going down is with the lawsuits and the election. There's too much going on.
She sent him an affidavit. She sent him an affidavit of one of the witnesses, and that wasn't good enough for Tucker.
Right. But
so
I think Tucker got a 6-figure fucking check in the mail.
I think Tucker got a case of the big head. That's what I think.
No, I think Tucker got a 6-figure check in the mail and was told to read off the card.
There you go.
No matter what, you read off the card and you get a new yacht.
Santa's got an AK.
Come on. 6 figures. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
I hear you.
Money corrupts people. We all know it. It's just, I think, Southern Belle kind of blew me away when Southern Belle says, well, Trump not conceded, but Trump said that Biden can have some of the transitional stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't read the article or nothing. And I was like, oh, that's a bummer. It is. But I'm trying to, process it in this fucking crazy ass fucking brain I got.
Well, again, follow the Bongino rule.
It's like the ninja.
If it's
no,
too juicy,
I put it in a ninja. You ever see a ninja blender work?
Yeah, if it's too juicy to believe, though, you got to give that shit 24 to 48 hours, man. Yep. That's the rule.
24 to 48 hours, Pat. Dan Bongino.
Yes. He's a wise man.
I'm in. Take a step back.
He understands the media.
You take a step back and you watch. Keep your ears open, your eyes open.
Yes.
And your head on a swivel. Hey,
look, the Bongino rule made it onto my list of personal rules for life. So, I'm down with that,
I like it, and I did that. Actually, I did that with Eddie. I said, don't do nothing.
for at least a day or two.
For a day or two.
There
And
you go.
the situation calmed the fuck down. You know, I was going to go over there and smoke a joint with Eddie and all that and do that kind of no, he ain't even worth a joint. You know?
Right? Yeah. I
No,
do
he
know.
ain't. He ain't.
Nope, not even close.
And I don't want to know who. I don't want to know who he is. I don't want to shake his hand because he's an asshole.
You don't care? Fuck him.
I know this. And he could go. You stay over there. I stay over here, motherfucker.
God damn it, I know, Singh. And the fucking fact of the matter is, our president is a showman. He knows how to put on a fucking presentation. It's just so, dude, this is fucking killing me, man.
So I mean, when Southern Belle says that, you know, Joe Biden can have some security clearance, I think. Now listen, this is my. I put the information in the Ninja blender. We did the blending. Okay, you got Joe Biden, who is your like enemy, basically, and you're inviting him in. You get to feed him information, like false information, maybe, perhaps. I'm not saying they're going to feed him false information, but I would.
Right. Oh, yeah, dude.
Feed him a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, keep them stupid. Absolutely. I'm with that.
The thing is, a lot of people don't realize that for years now,
they're leakers.
When you get a presidential contest, you know, one person versus the incumbent, that, you know, Biden,
I'll be right back.
Long before the election happened, you know, a couple months before the election, he was granted a limited security clearance because he has to know certain things, you know, in case he becomes the president. And
Lou, I don't give
like
a fuck if they certify that fucking cheat. You can't tell me that motherfucker got more votes than Barack Obama in 2008. Fuck you. I will never believe that. No. There is no circumstance on this green earth that would cause me to believe that brain dead, half fucking in the grave, old ass white motherfucker did better than Barack Obama in 2008. I'll never believe that, and I will never submit to that motherfucker in any way. None of these commie cocksuckers, period. None of them. You can't tell me that. It's a lie. It's just a fucking lie. On its face, it's a lie. I don't even have to know the evidence. On its face, it's a lie. Donald Trump got so many votes, they broke themselves. And it's out in the fucking open.
Yep. They broke their cheating method.
Well, they had to cheat so hard they couldn't fucking hide it. It's right on its face. It's unbelievable what they're trying to get us to believe.
No, well, the way it was explained to me is this.
And again, Lou, look, I'm not yelling at you, of course. I'm just saying, you know, explain to me how Joe bitch ass Biden, who's never done a fuck thing, got more votes than Barack fucking Obama in 2008. If you can logically tell me how that happened, I'll shut up.
When the dude with the diaper, you know, comes out on stage.
So Joe with the diaper.
And he can't even fill the parking lot that's half full of people watching him speak in their cars.
Right.
And then you got Trump who goes on like 20 rallies before the election, and every single one of them is sold out. They had to turn people away. Some of them, they had upwards of 80,000 people.
Trump got more voters than any candidate in history, including landslides, and Biden got 5 million more votes. Fuck Trump. It does not add up. You're a fucking liar, and I will never submit to that bullshit. End of story. There is no discussion beyond that.
Trump he's a rock star.
Dude, he's beyond a rock star.
He fills up stadiums.
That's
Biden,
right, Dallas. We broke the fucking AI.
Biden
We
is
broke
a-
their little
No.
fucking algorithm.
Trump's a rock star. Biden is a Debbie Downer.
Yeah, right. I mean, he's the worst of the. There is
Oh no!
nothing.
Put your masks on, and we got 30 people at a rally. Woo woo, woo woo. Go, Joe. Sniff some fucking hair.
Yeah, the dude. Listen, the guy is 13 different kinds of dipshit, and they expect us to buy this bullshit. I can't believe they even tried it, to tell you the truth. They have to be fucking embarrassed. They got to be sitting in their little fucking satcom rooms, going, guys, we look like a bunch of douchebags out there today. I don't know what the fuck, we gotta do something. Censor them. Censor their tweets. Censor the tweets. Or whatever the fuck.
Censor them.
They got to be fucking embarrassed, dude, because this is the worst cheat in history. It is absolute fraud on its fucking face. Period.
Well,
They have Joe Grant.
Pat, I think, Pat, now in
Yes.
March, Trump announced voter fraud mail-in ballots.
Right.
I don't know if anybody else remembers this statement.
Yes, I
Trump
do. It was
made.
right around my birthday.
Right around your birthday. There you go, Pat. And Trump mentioned this in March. Don't you think Trump's got people that are on it? I'm just making a hypothetical here.
Yeah, but dude,
you were Donald Trump.
That's not the
have
problem. The
people on
problem is
Dude,
they've
they
had
stung them.
yeah, but they've had fucking 80 years to set up their con, bro. I mean,
Trump stung them. Caught them with their hand in the cookie jar on this one, I think. If you want my honest opinion, Trump caught them with their hand in the cookie jar.
absolutely, 1,000%. He absolutely busted them.
And they're making the case right now, and they got
South Philly, I
2
think
weeks.
about
3
6
weeks.
months. I think it'll be about 6 months.
They got 3
She's-
weeks. Well, they got
yeah, but I'm talking about
They got to
Sidney-
get it done
Sidney
by
Powell.
December 8th. December 8th. They got to get it done. They got to present evidence by December 8th. December 14th, we're going to know who our president is. Short term, long term, I don't know, but that is the day. That's the drop dead date is December 14th.
And I'll tell you what, after this, a goddamn Democrat doesn't have a fucking thing to say to me. Keep your fucking mouth off me. Don't say hi. Don't try to be nice to me. Don't fucking speak to me. Don't fucking walk into arm's reach, because I'm liable to just fucking punch you. Because you're a fucking traitor to this country and every fucking thing it stands for. You are a disgusting, subhuman piece of fucking filth.
Right. If you, I try to think, I try to put myself in their shoes, and their shoes don't fit. They got like barbs in them.
Dude, you
like
couldn't get your feet. You couldn't get your feet in their shoes with a gallon of grease and a jackhammer, dude.
Oh,
Their
I'm telling
shoes
you, no.
are not worthy
Well,
of your feet.
If you do, Pat, they're barbed like a fish hook. So if you put your foot in the shoes, they
Yeah,
ain't
you
coming
can't get out. Yeah.
They're barbed.
Dude, I mean that
They're
shit, Claude.
fucked.
Don't fucking tell me you voted Biden into my face. I swear to God. For God and country, I will punch all your fucking teeth out.
I mean, you see Biden speak, he can't string 2 sentences together, and he's creepy as fuck.
This is the most ridiculous shit that this is the thing. It insults my intelligence that they think that I would go for some shit like this. That's what I can't believe. That's what pisses me off.
You know what floors my mind, Pat, is the Democrats had 23 fucking candidates, okay? 23 candidates. Out of 23 candidates, they picked Biden.
Right. That was the
Are you
cream of their
fucking
fucking
kidding me?
crop.
Hey, I ain't saying nothing.
Jesus fucking
But
Christ.
Andrew Wang was a fucking good candidate. Much
Yeah,
better
well,
than Biden.
Hey, Singh, I'm willing to graduate. I'm willing to grandfather you in prior to 2016.
And there was that other chick.
Jesus,
I can't
fucking
remember her
Christ,
name.
man.
She was good. She was like she was in the army or something, and she was good.
Harris is a goddamn communist. She said she was a communist. How could she be?
And Harris is a running mate.
How the fuck could she
Harris
be our vice president? She said she was a fucking communist. What the
Harris
fuck?
is a running mate is ridiculous. I mean, I what are you thinking? Out of 23 fucking presidential candidates,
God,
that's what they come up with.
how the fuck did this
Biden
happen in the
Harris.
goddamn United States? An admitted communist.
What
Oh, we're
the
gonna put her
fuck?
in the fucking White House. Jesus fucking Christ. That's why I'm saying they're all traitors, man. They're all fucking traitors, dude. And I'm done with all of them. I'm done with them, and I don't give a fuck what they do. Because either rightful dude will take his place on January 20th, or there's going to be problems, man. It's that simple.
Well, the way I look at it is Trump knew about this back in March. He made a statement. I saw it. He says the mail-in ballots and voter fraud is a problem. He made a statement back in March.
Yep.
And that dude, in that he made the statement, he's got people watching this fucking voter shit. They got people filming this shit. If I was Trump, I would be doing that. For sure. I mean, let's be realistic here. Trump ain't no fucking dummy.
Right?
I'm sure he's aware of surveillance and things. He's been cleaning out the CIA, cleaning out the FBI and all these fucking shit. He's got Barr on the Department of
What
Justice.
he needs to do is go scorched
dude,
earth
I'm
and clean the
telling you,
fucking upper
set 'em
echelons.
up.
Clean them
Set 'em
out.
up.
He needs to clean
it's
them
a
out.
fucking sting operation. Dude, they set it, and I think Trump is letting Biden in on some security.
Yes,
okay,
Silly.
that's
And
new.
listen, I'm not saying that this isn't part of the plan. What I'm saying is the Democrats cheat well enough that they might actually pull this
Gotta
shit
be a
off.
part of the plan.
But that's what it is. It's a cheat.
Gotta be a
And
part of the plan.
It's a fraud on its face. Okay. It's like I said, I don't need a shred of evidence. I can give you the picture on its face, and there's no way that this fucking election happened and that motherfucker got elected. It did not happen. It's just simply humanly, mathematically, factually not possible.
Not possible. And I agree. So Trump letting Biden have some security clearance. This is what Southern Belle, her post was. And it doesn't mean Trump did not concede to the election, but he's giving Biden some security clearance.
Right.
I think it's like giving candy to a baby. That baby's gonna eat that whole fucking piece of candy.
No. What it does is it gives Trump another bullet against the fucking media, for one. And number
no. You could feed
that's
them
what
stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can feed them disinformation
and catch them in more lies. They're gonna catch them in lies, dude. That's what I'm thinking. Hey, I put it in it. I put the information in the ninja, and I says this doesn't make sense, and it went around. You know, it did the thing.
That's right, Dev.
I got a thing.
They spit in our face.
Thing's good. Hey, thing. What's happening? Thing. And it swirled it around in the fucking little brain here, and I come up with that they're going to give him some security clearance, but Trump has control of security and what gets fed to Biden. So they're going to give him little goodie bits, and then for the mainstream media to fucking explode themselves, the mainstream media's got to go too. And Trump
Right on.
might be
I got to duck out for a
destroying
second.
the
Back in 5.
mainstream media.
All right.
Actually, I'm out. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the chat.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to take a little breather here.
We'll see you, dude.
Maybe I'll come back on my second video, but I'll see you guys in a bit. I got to take a break. Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't know how to get out of here. They ain't letting me. But
Yeah, Wild Bill brings up a good point. Because he was the vice president, he probably has a very limited security clearance as a former vice president. And if that isn't the case, former presidents and former vice presidents are accorded the privilege of having Secret Service details for the rest of their lives. So they can always find out what they want from their Secret Service detail. You know, if their detail will give the shit up. The thing you got to realize, what I saw South Philly was saying in Twitch, what happens come January 20th when they give it to Biden shortly after the 20th city wins lawsuits about Dominion and all the corruption comes out. What happens? Okay, January 20th, Inauguration Day. Okay, Trump is the president of the United States until the next person takes the oath. Okay, he's got until that minute to make an executive order or do whatever the fuck he wants.
Oh, Lord.
I think Trump needs to call Biden out and tell him to meet him in the room with the glory hole and all that shit.
Mortal Kombat. Give him a sword. Motherfucker, man. I'm whatever. I'm
Be like, Mullen Lobby,
anything's
bitch,
better than
come
this
and take
fucking
it if you want
farce.
it.
Yeah, anything's better than this farce, dude. I mean that. Because like Dev said, they literally are spitting in our face, man. There isn't a thinking individual on this planet that is that stupid. It doesn't exist.
Come
Yeah, I
on,
was-
one of you get in here.
I was looking at the headlines.
Coco Crackhead, one of you.
I got one from CNN that's really fucking insane.
Right?
Key government agency acknowledges Biden's win and begins formal transition. The General Services Administration
Just now came in.
has informed President-elect Joe Biden that the Trump administration is ready to begin the formal transition process. That's fucking treason right there.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I saw this earlier today. This really burned my britches. Biden has picked Janet fucking Yellen for Treasury Secretary.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
You folks remember Janet Yellen
Mm-hmm.
and all the bullshit that she pulled? When the IRS was going against all the Tea Party people, that was her. And I think she was involved with Fast and Furious too.
Yep.
And he wants her in charge of our economy. Ugh.
We just got rid of all these motherfuckers, Claude. God damn, we just beat these motherfuckers out of our front room, and now they're sitting on the floor again.
What's up, Wiz? Can you hear me, Wiz? I think his audio is fucked.
You guys have water. already fed you guys
Yep.
today. Guys ain't getting no more food.
Oh yeah, here's another headline. Biden prioritizes climate crisis by naming John Kerry special envoy.
I will not comply.
Oh, here's a new one. Dianne Feinstein to step down as top Democrat on Senate Judiciary panel.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to have to look at this one. That's a little odd.
Yeah. Later, Lou.
She says that she will not seek the chairmanship or ranking member position in the next Congress.
Wow.
She's faced growing opposition from progressives. She doesn't think that she can stand up to them anymore, apparently. God.
My home internet.
She's
my regular
87 years old.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good now.
Yeah, my home internet connection is shit. I don't know what the
Wow.
hell's going on, but it's. You guys were only coming through in waves. It was
Yeah,
weird.
we could tell.
But I got my my hot spot going right now, so things
Cool.
really here.
Yeah, dead people and fucking made up voters and illegal aliens
Dogs.
and dogs and cats.
And dead dogs. Dead dogs. You know, that's the lowest of the low. I mean, is nothing
Dead.
sacred?
I'm serious, man. These
I'm
damn
gonna have
dogs.
Not to
I'm
these
gonna have-
motherfuckers. No, there's nothing sacred, dude. That's
I'm
my
gonna have to
point.
look into it and see if any goats voted.
They are the fucking enemy of everything that America is.
Yep. All right, damn it. It's almost time for pie. Not yet. But I got a cupcake.
Yeah, Cynthia says Epstein. I haven't heard any news about Epstein lately. You know who hasn't been in the news at all since COVID started? Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
Like there was that report right at the beginning of the outbreak that he was in the medical ward at Rikers Island, and then nothing else after that.
Hopefully, Mr. Weinstein died peacefully in his sleep.
Yeah, what a scumbag.
What up, Dante?
Oh, Jesus H. Christ. See, I have no idea what's up.
Well, why the hell not?
But I wanted to get up in here and maybe, I don't know, speak for the rest of us sitting out in the pews.
Yeah, shoot it out there, man. What you got?
While Uncle Pat was preaching, while Preacher Pat was preaching and giving us the goodness of patriotism and conservatism and all things evil that is liberal. Thank you. Just wanted to throw that in there.
Thank you. You were most gracious.
Very much appreciated. I just couldn't say preach loud enough from from the from the pews. I was a little too far back in
Don, were you sitting in the nosebleeds again, man?
I
It
was.
was
I
like a
apologize.
flashback to the
I
old.
got in late, you
the
know,
Elders
and
Circle
you know
Church
it was a
days.
long night, and you know
All right.
me and God ain't talking a lot recently, so
I
I'm
hear
just saying,
you. It's cool.
I'm trying though.
I hear you. It's cool.
But that's all. That's all. But I just wanted to say thank you and howdy, Claude. How are you, sir? Just big shout out to Claude. Claude's been in there swinging the praise, baby. He's really been doing the thing.
Claude's got a hammer, man. He'll pound the nail
Claude
or
is the
three.
man. I like Claude. Claude's Lou too. Lou,
Yes.
brother Lou, please. Yes, preach for us.
Lou
Anyway.
McClanahan, very good man. Singularity, another good man.
Just wanted to get up here and say, oh, hey, Colonel, how you doing, sir? Always a pleasure.
Colonel Shaws.
And of course, all our ladies in the chat.
All of our female sisters, all of our sisters.
All of our ladies.
Who half of them we probably scared away earlier with that music video.
Yeah, you know.
Come on,
I didn't know that.
listen.
I thought that was funny.
I had sisters, they've seen boobs, trust me.
Yes.
Yeah,
That wasn't all that shocking.
So yeah, I'm let me see, what am I?
No, Deborah, all the
Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
ladies.com.
I am that, yes, sir. So yeah, I guess that now that I'm here, I can actually call an official Fire in the Bowl, or can I do that?
You can do
Oh,
that.
hell yeah.
Okay, then I am officially calling for Fire in the Bowl.
There you go.
Brought to you officially by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
.com.
See, there you go. The way it ought to be. And the goat. Thank you, Mr. Goat.
I'm getting really stoned. Oh my goodness.
You know, that's just not the worst thing in the world. It's
No, not really.
especially in today's day and age. And
Yeah, my day and my age has definitely got a factor in there.
Now, Claude, you know what? I got to give our girls credit. They're not one-way Sallies in our chat.
no, they are not.
When that dude showed up showing us his wiener, they called him out on it. So I have to disagree, dude.
I would consent to this. If we start getting enough girls to come up on panel, we'll let them show some racy shit, you know, that they
there you go. Oh, some Chippendale
because
shit.
we'll have to be equal about it, you know.
Yeah,
But they got to come on panel.
50-50.
All right. So can I have an opinion here?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm all about anything that is scantily clad scantily clad female heterosexual kind of stuff. Anytime you want to show a naked chick or scantily clad chick, I'm all about that. Trust me, I'm wired that way.
You said that earlier. I appreciate that.
Dude, you know, I mean, if the girls want to show some stuff that's, you know, that I may not like, then I can hide my eyes. I'm not so much of a prude to say one way is the good way, and you know what is good for the goose is always good for the gander. Is my humble opinion.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, and if the Chippendales guys show up, we can cover our.
Wait, what, Dallas? So who was in there? Who said Dallas was in there giving what's her name a bad? Dallas said, did Dallas piss off or upset
Dallas
young ladies
Deborah had a
earlier?
little tiff.
No, Claude intimidated that the ladies in our chat wouldn't have complained much if it was a wiener on screen. And I made the point that wasn't true. That our ladies, when the guy showed up showing his wiener on our screen, they were like dogging him. So I have to stick up for the ladies on this one. They were pretty much universally against it. So, you know.
Yeah. You know, and we did try. I mean, trust me, when I want my porn, this is not where I come from my porn.
Right. Yeah. This is not.
I got a place for that. There's plenty, and trust me, it's as twisted as you think it is.
Oh, geez.
but we don't. That's not. I don't bring that over here. That's
Right,
that's
right.
over there.
Right. These aren't the boobies you're looking for.
Exactly. That's exactly. These are not the boobies you're looking for. That is exactly it.
Dev said she didn't see the fucking thing anyway. She don't care. There you go, Dev.
Didn't see the wiener, don't care. There you go.
That's why we like you. That's top notch logic right there. You didn't turn up for the show, so you don't give a fuck. I love that. Dallas pisses off a lot of people. Yeah, Ed K, I mean, he's a young dude. He has his way about him. You either kind of like Dallas or you don't. I notice there's not a lot of people in the middle of the road with Dallas. Either people like him or they don't.
Well, Dallas, if you want to talk about realness and keeping it real, I'm not sure how old you are, but I can speak from authority at age 59 about.
Oof. Good Lord, you're 10 years older than me, old man.
I'm just a youngster compared to some of these guys. But as a 59-year-old who has more than a couple of times put my foot into my mouth up to my knee and chewed on a regular basis, I can say with absolute certainty.
Oh, did you gnaw on it a little?
I did a number of times. And again, I can say with absolute certainty that you will piss people off. It's just the way it is. And you're going to have to either A, deal with that, or B, you're going to there'll be consequences of you opening your mouth and saying shit.
Somebody's going to not like it, but that's okay.
A lot of people, exactly.
But that's okay. That's okay. They cannot like it.
They cannot like it. But the beauty of it is we don't live in Iraq or China or anything else. You can't actually say that.
Right. That's right. You can still say it here.
It's, you can say unpopular shit, but it's still unpopular shit still has consequences.
Yep, it does.
People will not like you. You will not get certain employment opportunities, or you won't be invited to certain galas from the Met, or you won't be invited to the Kennedy Center, or you won't get on a list that, you want to be on.
And again, that's fine. That's all good. That's how we work it out,
Just understand that.
Oh yeah.
That's
absolutely.
all I'm saying,
Well, I know Dallas is picking up a few pointers maybe, but you're preaching to the choir for me, man. I live my life that way, and dude, I was excluded from every list there is. So I'm living proof of what you're talking about is absolute correct.
Oh yeah.
I can attest to it. I lived it.
So I can assure you that the only reason that I'm gainfully employed today is because I have incredible technical skills.
Right on, dude.
The only reason.
Dorothy and Toto.
Dorothy and Toto, what the fuck?
Yes, this is live.
We're live as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to chat, Dorothy.
We don't know how to record this shit, or we would.
You can't be friends with everyone, and most valuable lesson you can learn is when to shut the fuck up. You know what? I heard that put another way. It's best to remain silent and be thought of as a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So I try the silent thing. The less, if it's all good and jolly, we can banter back and forth. But the more you piss me off, the less you're going to hear from me.
If that's true singularity, you're not trying hard enough. That's all I'm going to say, man. You're not putting in the fucking
anyone off ever. Dude, you ain't doing anything then.
You ain't putting in the effort, man.
Exactly. He's
quit slacking.
See, you're slacking. If you ain't pissing people off, you're not doing anything. A wise man once said, make new mistakes.
Yeah,
piss people off.
Don't make the same old mistakes. Make new ones.
Exactly.
They're more fun. They're kind of surprising sometimes.
Cynthia, you're my new hero. When you told that dude that he could ask all he wants about the mask thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was just wonderful. Yeah, sure, you can ask.
I ain't
Well,
talking.
we ask all of our customers to blah blah blah. And I said, okay, that's fine. You can ask. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
But anyway, Cynthia, you're up on my
Jesus.
you're on my A list.
Yeah, no shit, man.
Half the room called BS in the back of their heads on me. Dude, you don't make a statement like I've never pissed anybody off. Come on. What do you want to say something like that for? Just you need attention? Stand up and say, okay, hey, whoa, over here.
Oh, Dorothy, that's because we're on multiple platforms. There's I don't know if you're on the game or on Sick Pat's channel.
I think she's on my chat. Yeah, no, she's not on my chat. She's on yours.
Yep. Post the link.
I did this.
Post the link. There you go. Now, if you have the capability, you can click that link, and well, there you go.
Yeah, we're broadcasting on multiple channels.
Yeah, we have simultaneous streams.
So if
We
you
are
want
live across multiple mediums and channels, coming direct to you from the internet.
everywhere.
Sorry, I felt the urge.
your radio voice took a life of its own there.
It's got a life. It does pretty good when I get excited like that. Couple of beers and dude, oh my God. It's amazing.
Sunday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sunday. Be there.
And in fact, we're actually also sharing this to my Facebook page. So there you go.
That too.
Think I kind of like Don. Hey, Devon, I like you too.
Night, Dallas. Oh, be nice,
Dallas. What are you
Dallas.
doing, brother? Come on.
Don't be
Bitches.
That's all right. Have a good one, man.
Come on, brother.
Yeah, we got to cut Dallas some slack. He's not even 30.
It ain't like that.
Yeah, it ain't like that, bro.
He's all right. Good night, bro. Have a good one.
I have one Facebook as well. I don't know. Do they do Do you guys doing Facebook?
Her name is Deborah, and she always asks me to say it because I'm apparently the one that says it right.
I'm sorry, Deborah. My sincere apologies for hacking that up. I do that a lot.
It's cool.
Okay,
But she asked me to,
and she should, and I apologize.
That's the YouTube, Dorothy. That's the YouTube channel that we
That everybody else is chatting in.
seems to be coming together at. Sometimes it's the game, sometimes it's Sick Pats.
Yeah, whatever. It all works.
It all works. We're all together and we're all on the same channel.
Yes, sir.
So I'm still working on that voice over IP integration thing for StreamYards, but it's easily doable. I just need to put all the stuff together.
All right. Yeah, there you go.
Gotta get in the cycles.
Okay, Dorothy, there you go. Thank you. Thanks for the sub. It's very cool.
Rock on. Well, it's best to have all these different notifications because they keep changing them around.
Truly,
We
Mike
also
says he thinks the mothership is intercepting his messages.
Well, you know what? That's what I was saying because like I got a notification for the game, but I didn't get notification for the Pack on Live tonight.
There you go. What the
I'll get
fuck,
that
man?
tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I'll get that tomorrow morning. So if we subscribe to both of them, there's a better chance that we'll get it when we need it.
Hell yeah.
And then we're also broadcasting.
Alice blocked me. Been trying real hard. Yeah, I saw that.
I think Dallas and Deborah need to get a room.
Oh, geez.
Can't you feel that sexual tension there? That you can feel the heat coming off of it.
Oh,
You know
Lord
what
of
I'm
mercy.
yeah.
Don't yell my name. I ain't getting into that.
Oh, I love Sydney. Sydney's my new MILF.
Yeah,
Oh,
same
yeah.
here.
Her and the
Same here.
judge. I got a thing for Sydney.
Oh, yeah.
Girls with brains like that make me all warm and fuzzy. No,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
saw
okay,
somebody.
not new. No,
They
I
were
won't.
trying to discredit her today. They were saying, "Why is she always wearing leopard print, clothing and everything?"
Right.
I'm like,
Oh, she's
because
doing
she's
that for me.
hot.
Because she's
and
doing,
she can
you know,
get
she's
away
doing
with
that
it.
for me. No. She's doing that for me.
Because
It's
she's
all
an
for me.
animal. Animal.
She's a man eater. Oh,
Yeah.
he's scum.
We are kind of sick puppies here, aren't we?
There
She's
is
a
no
beast.
hope
I
for
love
any-
her to death. She's
There is no hope for any of us.
there is. I dig chicks like that. Those girls like that got those big brains like that, and wear them tight sweaters.
'Cause she sure ain't pretty, but she's hot.
But like I've said, I'm 6 foot tall. That's a lot of Amazon to climb. There's all I'm saying.
That's a whole lot of leg, man.
Yep. I'll take a week to go from one end to the other of that.
Bow, bow, jiggy, jiggy, jiggy.
Like,
Deborah,
insert porn music here. Exactly.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
brown chicken, brown cow. Oh my goodness.
I've never heard it put like that. Brown chicken, brown cow. I've never heard
Oh
it.
yeah, it's a meme actually.
Oh my
Like-
god, that's funny.
I've seen websites that sell morale patches that say "brown chicken, brown cow" on them.
That's fucking badass, dude.
You can get it on T-shirts and mugs and shit.
Too hilarious.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh.
Pardon me while I give up this lung.
Yes. Absolutely.
Say that again. Getting in the car. All winter. What did we say?
Well,
Brown chicken, brown cow. Is that what she's?
I don't think that's it. I think she's about something in chat. I could be wrong, but I think it's a chat thing.
What did we say?
I'm not sure.
Okie dokies. All women are awesome, except the
liberal.
liberal ones.
Except the
that's-
liberal. Yeah.
Liberal.
Dude, what is it with liberal women? Why are they all so fucking butt ugly, man?
Because they're just disgustingly filled with hate.
Is that it? It's just their inner fucking evil seeping out of them?
Yep.
I truly believe that part of their politic is driven by their ugly. In other words, they've gotten way too deep into too many Ben and Jerry's and fucking, and so no men will look at them, and so they
they're
just
bitter.
go deeper, and
Yeah.
they're bitter, and they go deeper into the Ben and Jerry's, and then they start slipping off into fucking Milky Ways and banana splits, and next thing you know, 300 pounds rolls around, and
after that, all you can do is paint your hair green and call it a day.
pretty much
Yeah.
either that or shave it all off and start waving a sign.
Or in the case of some of them, shave half of it off, dye the rest green, and say you're a lesbian.
Exactly. And so at that point, the whole lesbian thing takes shape, and my humble opinion is chicks are even less liberal chicks are more inclined towards the let's just say the not hard heterosexual. Can I say that?
Yeah, that makes sense. I follow you.
But I don't want to say bisexual or even gay, but not holding as hard a line as say a guy.
No, look, Dev gets it. She just said it. She said, okay, so men want to pay attention to me, so I'll let my armpit and leg hair grow, dye my hair blue, wear almost no makeup, but what makeup I do wear is disgusting, get really fat, wear ugly clothes. That's exactly it, Dev. And they're just evil, man.
Dev, if that's what you're looking for, then it sounds like you got the plan nailed up. Yes, ma'am.
Well, no, I think she's agreeing with us. That's what happened. that's what happens in those
Yeah.
cases.
The
And
leg hair is a deal
again,
breaker with me. Just
Yeah.
I kind of believe that whole deep dive into the Ben and Jerry kind of drives the politic.
Yeah, you know what?
LGBTQYST, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, whatever the fuck they're humping
Yeah.
this week. Jesus.
I've got a new one for him. It says LBGQSTD.
there you go. I like that. I'm using the LGBTQMOUSE.
That's good.
But that's just my recent, twist on that little fucking
Yeah.
liberal horse shit.
Yes.
But I really felt that I needed to get on here and sing praise to the sick Pat that you brought back old school sick Pat.
Dude,
from
I
years
appreciate
ago.
it, man. I'm telling you, I'm in the mode, man. I am ready for the shit, man. This is my fucking time to shine. I am done with these motherfuckers on levels that they don't even understand yet, but they will.
I was standing up, shaking the Bible, above my head, getting all twitchy and everything, feeling the Lord coursing through me. Oh my God, it was wonderful.
There you go. I hear you, Deborah. I will definitely text you, and it'll be probably somewhere around noon or something like that.
Gee, I wished I looked a little better, Mike. I mean, dude, I have no hair. All right, except for that on my face. So, looks, vanity left. I lost vanity long. Well, Don, I'm actually cute. So, yeah, Devor, I'm guessing you are. You're probably smart, too. That means you're probably real hot. But anyway.
She's not bad. She's got a pretty good brain.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm sorry if I'm going off a little bit, but I'm feeling a little comedic this evening.
Off is the direction in which I'd like you to fuck.
Exactly.
That's fucking classic. That's beautiful. It's perfect that it's an owl too. You know what I mean? Like,
imagine that in an English voice.
off is the direction in which I'd like you to fuck. Yes.
Is that puppy dogs I hear in the background?
That's my doobie. He wants to go outside, so I'm going to have to take
Dude,
5.
take him outside. You got to hook the dog up. Exactly. I got 2 of them here at my feet, so I feel you, brother. Brains are pretty sexy. Yeah, they're pretty. Brains are real sexy. Brains are hot. Just dress like a man. Oh, no, don't do that. Please don't do that. Just, anyway. I was watching a chick do a science presentation. And, being an engineer, I see a lot of young ladies and women that get into science, and they make presentations like men. In other words, men stand there with their fingers in front of them, trying to keep them out of their pockets. And men are pretty much just straight up and down, no life, no curves, no joy, no anything. And then these young ladies are coming along and learning the exact same skill set. And the exact same way to dress. They dress in these tops that don't. Girl looks like she's a straight up object. Look like she was built like a fucking can of corn. Honestly, she had shoulders that were just wide, and she was absolutely straight from the shoulders to the bottom. And again, built straight up like a can of corn. And she's sitting there trying to make a science presentation, and she's wearing a sweatshirt that makes her look, and I know she's not built like this under those clothes, because there's no way that figure is that square. It just isn't.
I hear you.
So anyway, I thought it was kind of sad that she was making the same mistakes that men have made for eons in, not presenting yourself as a well-groomed professional. Science guys do that all the time. We suck at that.
Right.
We suck at making presentations to customers. We have to learn entire different skill sets to make presentations to customers. But when you do, you get paid a lot. So anyway,
Yeah.
Young chicks and chicks making the same, they're not dressing right. They're just, I guess my point in the whole thing is, if they're making presentations, they need to dress like women, not like men. They need to have curves. And I'm not saying be a sex pot. I'm not saying dress like a slut, but dress nicely. Clean yourself up. Make sure your hair's nice. Make sure you look professional. Anyway, off soapbox. Sorry.
There you go. No, it's a good one. I caught it at the end, but it sounded pretty good to me.
Will you go away?
Okay.
Yeah, crackhead's fucking with the mama. He's going to get popped in the head.
Don, don't say Devora again. It's Devora. Don't do it again.
I'll just be a stripper.
Ma'am, I'm just not going to say it. I'm just going to not.
Math is hard.
Miss Stevens. From now on, you are Miss Stevens.
Miss Stevens.
Because apparently I cannot accurately recreate her first name. So she is now Miss Stevens.
Colonel in the house. What's up, Colonel?
Colonel Shaw. Hand salute.
Specially Common Core. Holy shit, Dorothy. You're exactly right. What kind of crap is that?
Scroll up, ass head. Don, don't say it. She's warning me.
Wow.
Went to school with the vice pres. Okay.
Hush.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Can't wait to get into it.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, no.
Did you ever see that chick's YouTube videos? She had a channel a few years back, and she used to do like these crazy, like psycho girlfriend videos that were so fucking hilarious.
Right.
Like you look at her and you look at what the text says, and that's exactly how she acted. It was hilarious. I forget what her name was though.
Cynthia, where are you going? What did we do? Was it something I said? Did I mispronounce your name also?
Was she crazy like they said? I don't know, man. She looks kind of crazy.
She's got that whole thing. She's got that eyeball. That college crazy girl estrogen eyeball. You see that? That big wide eye.
Yeah, she looked like she was about to jump on a motherfucker, man.
She got it. She's got it. You ever see that video, the 6 chicks you'll sleep with in college?
No.
Man, that's funny.
Man, I missed out. I didn't go to college.
I didn't either. I went to community college.
I went to college, but I was in prison when I went to college, so it wasn't really the same.
Well, no, that means you still got it above the rest of us. So that means you're the most educated among us.
Uh-oh.
Exactly. Did you feel the fear run through the entire?
Are you kidding me? I gotta chill.
Exactly. The entire force just shuddered. It was like.
Remember, only you can go fuck yourself.
Ooh.
Oh, fucking bear. God damn it.
Chinese pointing system for good behavior. Yes, I did. Dude, that's some really fucked up shit that they've put in place there. That social point
Yeah,
system.
it's beyond fucked up, dude. That
Yeah,
is
when you have drones,
Hey!
when you have drones flying around
Excuse
your
me,
neighborhood, you know, and or the loudspeaker saying you can't walk your dog without a mask, you know, you're fucked.
At that point you have to know that the shotgun is your friend. And so, when the drones come to the neighborhood, you just take them out. And everybody knows just take out the drones. And if we can't do that, then, dude, I have experience in EMP and microwave fucking high-powered solutions. So I can make a drone die. I'm just saying.
Yes, sir.
All you guys on mute until it goes quiet, and then you're like, well, okay.
No, I actually was talking to you guys and realized I was still muted.
Okay.
That does happen.
I do that a lot. Talk into the mute button. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, all you need is a microwave. You can make a pretty effective drone gun. Yes, Claude, you can. I think the microwaves got these days are using Klystrons or TWTs. Pull those out, put the power source behind them, make them somewhat directional.
I remember reading, 25, 30 years ago, there were plans available to convert microwave ovens into directed energy weapons.
Yep.
Pull the magnetron out, connect it to a high, output power source, and make some shielding and something to direct the energy, reflectively. Yeah, and they said that you could like point it at your neighbor's house 100 feet away and burn a hole through it like in 20 minutes.
Yes, you can. Actually, you can, kill dogs and small pets, and you can really fuck up a 2.4 gigahertz
well, I
Wi-Fi connection to a drone.
I remember hearing years ago that, okay, and I'm sure you're aware of this in the Navy. Okay,
microwaves are easily converted into dudes. Yes, they are. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The radar systems that like surface ships were using, that were so high output that the helicopter crews and the plane crews that were flying off the carriers and the cruisers and shit, they couldn't fly in the path of that radar because it would give them fucking cancer.
So, as an EW, what we worked on extensively was what was called radar blanking. So, what that is you figure out the point in the rotation and the angle of the transmission that you need to blank, and you make that turned off at that section.
Okay, like like a stutter fire on an old World War I biplane, then.
Exactly. So
yeah,
you sync the machine gun with the propeller.
Yes.
You do the same thing with the blanking section that you need. So there's extensive work has been done on that recently because well, it used to be when radars did nothing but make circles, and that's what most of them still do. Big surface search 3D radars and long range 2D radars, they just mostly make a big circle. But now you have the Aegis systems and the phased array radars. And the phased array radars are something that are particularly more directional because you're driving hundreds of thousands of little beams of energy and another 100,000 little receivers of said beams.
Megawatts of electricity.
And megawatts, 6, 10, 15 megawatts of electricity that you now can blank with a lot more granularity and accuracy. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah, because what I was reading about was like back, before they had, those kind of safeguards, like back in the early days of radar and aircraft carriers.
Oh yeah.
The 50s and the 60s, helicopter pilots and airplane pilots were, sometimes had what they called funny looking kids.
That's not completely unheard of at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Particularly some of these fighter pilots now, these jets, these F-15s, F-16s, F-18s, F-35s have very advanced phased array radars in them
Mm-hmm.
that sit right there between their legs and are not as heavily shielded as you would think, because let's face it, F-35s don't want a lot of lead in them. Steel.
Right.
So those little what are they're called AEWS or something types of radars. They're a new brand of phased array radars.
Mm-hmm.
They're not shielded, they're not blanked as well as they should be, and some of those pilots are exposed where they shouldn't be.
Right.
I know some EWs, the tower climbers in my field, that would get up there and work on our antennas, and someone would engage a sweep antenna or a fire control antenna and turn it on, and people have been burned and lost the ability to procreate.
Oh, geez.
Yep.
But at the same time, they were paid out large amounts of money.
Okay. Right. When the Navy was developing the Aegis system, they basically, somewhere in Maryland, they built a mock-up destroyer in the middle of a cornfield, and basically had the whole superstructure of the bridge back to the stacks with the entire radar array in the middle of it, just like they would have on an Aegis destroyer. And it was sitting in a cornfield, and they were testing out the radar systems. People from miles away, have been trying to file lawsuits against the Navy because they were claiming that they were getting cancer from all the radar emissions.
Well, I worked around them for 20 years, and both of mine are where they need to be, and they're pretty much cancer free. So I have a lot of experience in radar.
You were wearing the lead underwear.
Well, you know what? I just used the proper safety and lockout procedures.
Gotcha.
If you're a real pisser about safety around that shit, then you can work around
the manual
with relative ease.
The military has manuals for everything.
They do. They have very, very good lockout and tag out procedures.
Yeah.
Right on.
But I have also seen, the dude that lost his eggs, lost his huevos to the other guy. The other guy got dishonorably discharged and put into brig for like 10 years for turning that radar on, for popping out of that red tag, that lockout event. He got 10 years in the clink for that, which I thought he deserved personally. But
yeah,
my humble opinion.
Yeah, I know all about lockout tagout because my dad was a factory worker, and I used to hear about him with all the procedures that he had to go through. So I know it's important.
Dude, complex systems, you got to have them.
Yep.
You simply have to have them. Those big complex systems in factories, those PLCs that, if you don't turn them off at the right place, the right time, and put the right locks and everything else in them, then people will die. It's that simple.
Yep.
But I didn't come here to talk about lockout tagouts. I'm here comes the boo. Here comes the boo, Claudia. Here comes the...
No, I want the boog. The BOOG.
Bushes are scum, yes. The Bushes are a dynasty scum that we had to suffer through. See, here's the thing. And I really want to say this in front of God and everybody. We're all conservatives. I get that, okay? Some more conservative than others, some a little more center than others, but we're all conservatives. We all lean from the center to the right, okay? And the Bushes were conservatives. They leaned just as much as barely as they possibly could. And they were just like the McCains of the world and the fucking Romneys of the world. And that neocon Speaker of the House before Pelosi, what the fuck was his name? That homosexual? Ohio wasn't he an Ohio guy?
Yeah, John Boehner.
There you go. Anyway,
Yeah, fucking
No,
piece
not
of shit.
Boehner. The other one.
moderates. And I'm fucking tired of Republican moderates, okay? We've had to suffer through Republican moderates for the last 50 fucking years. And what we need is a headbanger. And we got one in Uncle Trump, Uncle Don. And I'm not ready to let go of that. I'm not. And even if we don't get him, we need a headbanger the next time too. We need a Trump the next time. As a matter of fact, if we can get him, I would pay for that. I would cough up a lot of money for that. And I think others will too, but there's others that won't. But the simple fact is, in our next Republican guy that we're getting behind, if it ain't Trump, it's got to be somebody exactly like Trump. It's got to be somebody that ain't fucking John McCain, you sniveling weasel piece of fucking shit. And I can say that because I'm fucking Navy. Anyway.
Right. Or Grassley or any of those other fucking half-wit motherfuckers.
Well, you know, Grassley will do what he's told, at least.
Yep.
But Bonnier would not. He thought, well, we gotta go along to get along. And I'm tired of going along to getting along. Going along to get along has gotten us nowhere, has gotten us down the left side of the road.
It sold us down the road. Yeah.
It has. For the last 50 years, we've had to put up with the Obamas of the world, of the Clintons of the world. And trust me, we haven't had any respite in the Bushes of the world. We haven't. They haven't given us anything. They've given us fucking pain. Anyway.
We partied with the Clintons too.
They did. I voted for Ronnie. I'm a big Ronnie fan.
Yeah.
I joined the Navy when Ronnie started. When Ronnie was the man, and he promised us a 300 ship Navy, and we fucking
Right.
It was killer. We loved it. We had everything we wanted in the Navy. They bumped our SRBs, and we got new ships, and it was everything you'd be all you wanted to be in the Navy.
Right. Now it's getting back to that, I guess.
Yeah, now it's getting back to that. But
that's all it lists right now.
well, no, I disagree with that because I've heard the U.S. Navy come out and they say they want to be a 600 ship Navy. They have to be a 600 ship Navy now because the Chinese are challenging them. The Chinese now actually float more vessels in their Navy than the United States Navy. And that's the first time that any other Navy on the planet has actually.
I think if you go by pure numbers, that might be true. But if you do a comparison of class by class vessels, they don't stand a chance against us.
I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah, they've been pushing a lot of their missile frigates and destroyers last couple of years. But okay, yeah, they've got one operational aircraft carrier. It's not even certified for night operations. Their pilots are so undertrained, they're not going to fly them at night.
Yep.
But as far as their cruiser and destroyer and frigate class ships goes, yeah, they've been pumping them out like crazy the last 10 years.
Yes, they have.
But they're short range. They're not force projection. They can't really do anything unless they mass sortie out to the West Coast, and that ain't going to happen. They got them because they want to fucking take back Taiwan.
They're still a green water Navy, but yes, a green water would involve Taiwan. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And operationally, they wouldn't stand a chance. We'd sink most of them in the first day and the rest of them throughout the remaining week.
Our subs would absolutely rape them.
It would be a field day for the subs, exactly. So I'm not saying, the number is just the number, and that's what's going to motivate our number. So we're going to go from a 300 ship Navy to a 600 ship Navy under the next Republican or whoever conservative administration.
So if I was to make
Biden
any
will not take
financial,
office. What
if I was going to
faggotry
make
are you guys watching
any
that's making you
investment
think he
advice
lost?
to anybody, invest in General Electric right now, and invest in Newport News Shipbuilding, and any kind of maritime concern.
General Dynamics boat division.
Exactly.
Electric boat division in Groton, Connecticut. If you want to invest in stocks, invest in one of those.
Raytheon, Lockheed
there's a whole
Martin.
bunch of Raytheon. Exactly. Northrop Grumman is a good one. General Atomics.
Yes.
They're big in the lasers. They're big in the drones. They invented the drones, basically.
Yeah, they made the Reaper and the Predator. Textron. Bell. Yeah, I got
Textron.
I got
Helos
Bell Textron stock. Yep.
Various missile components. That's why I like getting up on here. Guys, let me actually talk about and I get to talk with you about this kind of shit. Because other people won't talk to me about it. Oh, Claude, you're a Palantir man. You know what? I sold today. I bought it down at 14. It went over 22 today. It hit my mark and it hit my number. So I sold it. I sold 600 shares.
You're going to have to refresh my memory. What is Palantir?
Palantir is the basically they're a startup out of the NSA that finds advanced persistent threats in networks. So they bring their stuff in, connect to your network, and find all of the bad guys in it.
Okay, so they do penetrative testing.
No, it's not penetrative testing. It's much
network.
More. It's more of a net flow where they find they map everything in your network, and then they find the anomalies that are broadcasting out to command and control shit. And that's that needle in the haystack that, is probably encrypted traffic going out at a low bit rate that nobody ever sees when nobody's ever even at the office. At least that's the way I used to do it. So, yeah.
Because I remember hearing the name a few years ago when they had their IPO. But
if you are into that kind of shit, then Palantir I would get on Palantir right now. I've watched them go from 14 up through 22 in the last 2 weeks. They hit my 22 mark, so I sold my shares, but I'm probably gonna come back and rebuy half of those shares again.
In fact, I'm going to look at my portfolio right now.
PLTR is the sorry, Claude got me all spun up there. He's like talking about his Palantir holdings, and I was like, yes, brother.
Well, when he first brought the name up, I'm like, oh, Palantir, Lord of the Rings, the Seeing Stone. Because that's where they got the name from. Okay, my portfolio.
They spun out of the NSA, out of the TAO group, the guys that I was with over there. And they know how to hunt APTs, advanced persistent threats. The state players that each have a name and a number, like APT 43 is the North Korean finance guys. I can't remember the name.
Okay, my portfolio. Okay, that's nice. From my initial startup date, which was over a year ago, I'm up $1,200.
Fuck yeah!
On a initial investment of $1,000. That's what I allotted myself to play with.
So you've double bagged already.
Yeah. And it's
Nice.
mostly my regular stocks are mostly defense concerns, some biopharmaceutical, and some mining. And I also have a little bit in Bitcoin.
I like mining. Not necessarily all mining, but some mining. Gold, I like. Metals mining. That gold and silver is one of the about the only mining that I'm
It's
guessing I'm following these
like
days.
actually investing in a mining concern is a lot better for you than buying like paper gold or paper silver.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Absolutely agreed. And you could make more money. And they hedge against the well, they don't necessarily hedge against the fluctuation in metals. But mining does hedge against the fluctuation in, politics and world shit.
Uh-huh. Like they have to shut down gold mines occasionally because the market gets saturated.
Yep.
So yeah, rare earth metals, if you can get in cheap on those. The
Other
problem is
connected investments we're doing with
a
China,
lot
yes.
of rare earth metals are found in contentious countries across the world. I don't particularly feel like supporting North Korea or China or some African country.
Yeah, there's a lot of metal stocks that are up. I've been watching silver for years, since it was about 7. Then I bought a little bit at 14. And now I'm buying probably a more consistent amount now around the 24, 25 mark.
Well, I've never bought silver other than physical silver that I collected as coins over the years.
Yeah.
I sold my hoard about 6-7 years ago, and it was a collection of silver coins that I found in the cash register and the safe at the place that I was working at over the course of 13 years. And I bought it, from the store at face value.
Yep.
And after 13 years, I took it and I sold it because I lost my job and I needed some cash. It was the holidays. So I took it to a coin shop, and my coin collection filled a medium-sized coffee can.
Okay.
And it would probably face value. I probably paid about, $300 for it. I walked out of there with almost $900.
Dude.
And I
That's
wish
awesome.
to God that I never got rid of it, because it would be double by now.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Maybe more.
But I needed it because it was Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I understand. Got to do what you got to do.
But I inherited some silver last year or so. I've got to have the coins professionally graded, because I got some very old stuff that might be, individually worth something as a collector piece.
Well, I've got all I've got right now is rounds that are stamped with a buffalo head, and and ingots, all of it, 0.9999 grade silver.
Yeah, I got like Liberty heads and all kinds of old shit.
All mine's new,
$1 pieces,
brand new, still in plastic, never been out.
Yeah, these things are all tarnished like crazy, though.
Wow.
I think I got like a couple silver dollars from like the 1830s.
Fire in the bowl, boys and girls.
Oh, cool.
Kicking the goat.
I think Pat dropped out.
Pat doesn't like us. Pat hates us.
He hates his own chat.
Yeah, that's it.
I think Kim needed some attention.
Yeah, women are like that. Think EM has sound problems? Ms. Stevens?
Well, his sound problems are fixed now, but he's just contemplative and quiet tonight.
Oh, snoring, you mean?
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
He's munching pie.
Oh no, that's what I'm missing.
Pie.
It's time for pie.
If that's anything to get him to talk, just those 3 letters or the mathematical equation will trigger him to talk.
That would do it.
3.141592654.
It's time for pie. Ah, hell yeah.
So, wifey and I were discussing the big move west earlier today, and we were rounding out making some decisions, and rounding out some operations and stuff like that. And I'm actually getting pretty excited about this.
What's your timeline?
Well, I've taken 10 days off between Christmas and New Year's. So I'm thinking that we're going to do it then. So the plan is I'm not going to worry so much about repairing, painting, or cleaning the stuff that I need to do. What I am going to focus on is getting the stuff that I want west in the Penske truck and moving it west.
Mm-hmm.
Second, focus on throwing out the shit, which is pretty much going to be the other half. Throwing out the shit that I need to throw out.
That's the problem I'm dealing with my place is I've got so much shit that I got to throw out.
Oh, God. The throw out here will be immense.
I really need to rent a dumpster, but that's expensive around here.
It's expensive everywhere. Evening, Mr. Frank. Ben Frank. How you doing, sir?
Ben Frank's in the house.
But, nah, dude, I'm right there with you. And then, so what's happening is they're breaking ground next month, the following month, and then hope to have it done January, February, March, April of 21. So I'm kind of stuck in a little overlap there of having this house and having that house at the same time.
Yeah.
That's okay. But that's going to make it a little easier for me to move furniture out, and then I'll fly back to the East Coast and get everything cleaned up, painted, and sold, or rented, whatever the case may be. But I think it's going to be sold because my value just went up immensely.
Well, luckily, like as far as my long-term plans go, like, all right, my property and my father's estate's in probate right now.
Right.
So once the probate clears, we'll be legally able to sell the property.
Yep.
And like the family time frame that we're looking at right now is within the next 2 to 3 years. We're hoping to sell the farm. So property values right now are holding steady and growing slightly in my city and the county, even though they were predicting that they were going to fall. But luckily, the city that I live in is the fastest growing suburb in the state. And it's grown to the point over the last 20 years that there's not much land left to develop for, residential areas. And my property is one of the few places that's still zoned for residential that hasn't been, developed yet. So we can probably get a pretty penny for it. And I get a quarter of that when we sell. So I'm looking at a couple million, I hope.
So what do you do then? What will you do after that?
I'm going to get the fuck out of Ohio.
And where will the fuck out of Ohio be?
I'm looking at some different options. I'm looking at Florida. I'm looking at Texas, Missouri, New Hampshire, Maine.
What's taking you where you want to be? What's your criteria?
Conservative area and low population density and recreational opportunities and scenery.
Okay.
So
Temperature?
I've lived in Ohio my whole life. It's flat and it's kind of boring. I want a view.
And you need something new.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
And
I'm doing the same thing by moving west.
Neighbors. I don't want to be able to look outside my home and see another house within my view line.
Okay. Well, it sounds to me like you need some of that western land then.
It's definitely doable here.
Yeah, I know.
Missouri land, exactly.
Well, Wiz's area in particular is of interest to me. I am looking into that.
As a
That
price,
is a good call.
especially
Good
if you're
call.
buying a bigger plot. Prices are per acre or less than $2,000.
Well, then you also and that's one of the things that brought me to Nevada. Amazingly enough, was the not necessarily the politic, but the governance of the state.
Mm-hmm.
Missouri is devoutly conservative, and
Yeah,
with that
like what
comes
Wizard says about having to deal with no codes or anything as far as your
right,
property goes.
right.
That's a big turn on for me.
That's huge. Exactly. That just tickles that. Yeah, I get wood on that. My
Right.
builder
You
called
don't
me
have
the
to have
last week and says, I don't have to, but I'm going to anyway pull a permit because we don't need permits where you're building. I was like, well, fuck yeah. Fucking A, right, buddy?
Yeah, we don't even have to get a permit to put in a well. If you got more
See,
than
that's awesome. I like that a lot.
if you have more than 40 acres, you don't even have to get a permit to get a well. If you got I think it's 60 acres, you have to get tags. We went to go get deer tags. And he said, how much land you got? We told him, and he's like, "Oh, you don't even need tags. I can't even sell you a tag."
Yeah,
You gotta love
they have the
that.
same thing here in Ohio, but I don't think I meet the minimum acreage. I think you have to have like 50 or 60 acres.
Yeah,
And I got, I think, 33.
we've got close to 90 here.
Well, I live in a city, so it's hunting deer on my property is like very regulated. I would have to get permission from the police department to do it. They'd have to come and survey my property, and it's a whole
Because
rigmarole.
your property's in an area that has city in front of it.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by 3 housing developments. So what
But
they
that's fine. Yeah.
in my city, if you want a deer hunt, it's archery only. Can't use a gun, and you have to have a minimum of 5 acres. And you can only hunt from an elevated stand. You can't hunt from the ground. And if any of your neighbors have an issue, they can contest your getting the permit from the city. You would have to go to a hearing at, like with the city council, and they'd have to, moderate it.
Oh my God, what happened to Ohio?
Ohio has always had fucked up hunting laws. It's always been that
Jesus.
way.
That's some fucked up shit. I mean,
Like,
even in Maryland here, on my property, I can take all I want.
Yeah. Well,
I don't need to get anything.
It's archaic when you think about it, because, okay, as far as the deer hunting gun law goes here in Ohio, you're only limited to shotguns or pistols or rifles, but the pistols and the rifles can only shoot straight walled cartridges. You can't use anything that has a necked cartridge or a shouldered cartridge, like like a 223. It has to be straight walled, like a 45. And they say it's because of safety. They think that, oh, it's necked, it's more powerful, it's going to go longer, and you can hurt someone if you overshoot.
100 acres for every cow. Holy fudge.
What the fuck?
Where's that?
Claude says out here we got to have 100 acres for every cow.
I forget where Claude's at. Is he in Texas?
I'm not sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is nuts.
I don't think Ohio has acreage laws for cows.
AZ
because-
is constitutional carry and concealed carry. Yes, you're absolutely right. But the Californians are moving in there, and they're going to change that eventually. .45 is about the only rifle that isn't naked, isn't it?
No, there's a bunch. I'm putting them in the chat right now.
Yeah, Arizona's a hot motherfucker, but Arizona's also got some high altitude, forests that you get a lot of snow in that I really like. We don't need no stinking permit.
Yeah, like if I was to shoot a deer here in Ohio,
450, 350, 44, and 50. Fuck.
Yeah. I have a 45 carbine. That's the only rifle that I could legally take a deer with here. I could, if I get a extended barrel for my Glock, I could use that for pistol season. It's a 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter on a deer that's a good hunting gun.
Henry rifles are really good.
Yes, they are.
They are old school, handmade American fucking lever action carbines that I absolutely fucking love. I don't own one, but don't put it past me.
Michelle bought one.
She's got two.
Yeah, she got two.
Those are nice weapons.
All brass and shiny.
Oh yeah,
rust.
yeah, they're nice. Hunting and fishing permits up the wazoo here, though. Yeah. Like I said, I'm trying to get away from all that by going out to Nevada. Jersey. Oh, my God. Oh, Jersey. Jeez. Oh, Ben. Yeah, the jobs are there. But, dude, the jobs are going remote. Okay?
I hear South Jersey is nice.
I hear South Jersey's nice, too. It's just not across the river or across the bay from New York City.
Or Philly.
Which makes it nice.
Yeah.
Or Philly. Exactly.
Got to watch out for the Jersey Devil.
Well, I don't want to Northwest Jersey. See, I don't want to piss on Jersey while somebody's sitting there in Jersey. I just can't do that. Now,
I've never been there, so I couldn't tell you.
I have been there. And Jersey is not, I don't like Jersey.
It's no fun.
It's not, but I won't piss on it because, actual conservatives live there. Now, if you want to call Chris Christie an actual conservative,
nope.
That's a different thing, which I really don't agree with. But there are actual conservatives. And more importantly, and you may or may not understand this, but there are a lot of Jeeps in Jersey. And I'm a big Jeep fan. So, and I won't say Jeep, crosses political lines because it really doesn't. But I like Jeeps. What can I say?
Yeah,
and there are a lot of Jeeps in Jersey.
Christie only he wears whatever label of the person that's buying his donuts.
Yeah,
I've actually driven.
Then they got Cory Booker there
from Exit 1 all the way up through New York City.
Turnpike.
It is called the Garden State. Yes, it is. But garden has a lot of meaning. It's a very wide meaning of garden. It could be a shit garden. It could be the wonderful oil refineries along the coast there. You ever visit Sussex or Warren County? Or just near the city? No, I don't think I have visited Sussex or Warren County. No, I have not gotten out into the area. I doubt visited the entire state. No, I did not. And so I don't.
There's a lot of military there too. You got
there is a ton of military there. Yes.
McGuire, Dix, Lakehurst, Coast Guard Academy is there.
There's a lot of good in New Jersey that is not associated with New York City.
Yeah. I used to have a really good friend that lived at Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
But, you know, shows like the Jersey Shore, you know, stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason.
I'll be right back.
But, yeah, there is a lot of good in New Jersey that is not New York City. And let me say this about New York City. Everybody should go. Everybody should eat in New York City. You should walk down the street in New York City. It's a truly unique fucking city. It really is. And it's got everything. And it is wide open. But live there, I'd rather eat a bullet. Burn dead commies. No sense in memorializing the garbage. Exactly. Yes, there are, and there are a lot of there's a lot of country in the north and the west of New Jersey because I watch a lot of Jeeps go out into that mud and country and on YouTube. I like I said, I'm an off-road guy, and that's another thing that's kind of exciting me about this next move west is that I just got my ATVs back from the mechanic, and they're all 100% fully functional and operational. And I'll put those on the trailer and take those with me west this time behind a Penske truck. So yeah, I'm pretty charged about that. That means that I'm building out the Jeep to have some overnighting abilities, camping abilities. Nothing there in New York anymore. No, there's none. I think I'm talking to myself here. Airtime. I'm talking to dead air.
Nah,
Oh, okay.
you're fine.
Yeah, I got a Grand Cherokee that I like. So I'll drag my ATVs out to the woods and have a little tent there on the Jeep, and I'm working on having a little awning. There's a 370 degree awning that a lot of off-roaders make that I can mount up on the Jeep.
Oh wow!
So yeah, and I can drag all that behind the 36-foot RV. So that's mo better even. Ben, you should get a travel van and you should go west with me. I'm trying to go out to Quartzsite for January. I really, 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 really want to be in Quartzsite for January. That's a big RV mega. Everybody comes there because that's the only place on the planet that's warm, or the only place in the United States that's warm in January is Quartzsite, Arizona.
You need to go to Burning Man. It'll be right next door to you.
Dude, Burning Man is up there next to my place in Pahrump,
Yep.
up around Reno. Yes.
I got a distant cousin that tried to drag me and my dad out there. She begged us for years and years. Come out to Burning Man and hang out with us. We'll trip out and have fun for the whole week. And I'm like, oh,
man.
She was one spacey hippie chick. I think she was trying to hook up with my dad. I'm like,
well, that could be. Because I'm telling you, the Burning Man it's like one big orgy.
I saw a video from a Burning Man a couple years back where a dude, they had outside of the festival grounds, they had a windstorm pop up.
Yeah.
And it created a dust devil, like a miniature tornado.
Right.
And it, pretty violent on the ground right at the point of, contact. Dude rode his bicycle into it. Just like casually, like near, and just got like engulfed by sand, and then you see the bike fly in one direction about 200 feet, and he goes bowling over the ground like for about 100 yards.
Dude, you got to ask what goes through these people's brains when they do this kind of shit.
See, but that's the thing. I think it would be cool. In my case, if I was out on Lake Erie in my canoe, I'd ride out into a water spout. I would do it. I'd fucking do it.
I have driven a destroyer, not driven, I have ridden a destroyer through a water spout. That's no big real thing. It ain't.
Nice.
Unless it's a really, really huge one. And then, well, it's probably still not a big thing.
The only
In
modern
a canoe, though? Yeah, you're fine.
But it'd be fun.
You'll be swimming.
You're going to get wet. That's
I'd
a guarantee.
I'd get up in the air and glide away.
You will get wet. But, you know, Burning Man, yeah, they got a lot of hippie freaks out there. And, you know, I'm okay with hippie freaks. I'm just not sure that I need to walk among them for that week.
That's not my scene.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm kind of live and let live. And
I saw there was a documentary from a couple years ago where they sent a couple teams of undercover cops into Burning Man to look for drug dealers, and they were nailing like big time stashes of drugs.
Oh yeah. You know, and it's not just the weed. They've got the sophisticated shit.
Oh yeah, it's designer drugs.
Exactly.
All the MDMA and the party drugs.
Colorado, avoid Denver and Boulder. You'll enjoy it. My old boss moved to Boulder.
I'd like to visit Colorado, but not
Colorado's
the
a
cities.
nice place.
Not the cities.
Well, even the cities are okay. I mean, there's a couple of steakhouses downtown Denver that I just fucking to die for.
Yeah, I want to go to
there.
I want to go to Rocky Mountain National Park and Black Canyon of the Gunnison.
But that whole drive down Interstate 25 down the Front Range there, that's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And they tell me that Colorado was severely conservative before the Californians moved in there.
Speaking of Colorado, where's Kay? She hasn't been in tonight.
Idiots drive off a cliff in Arizona at festivals was confirmed their best stash and the best drugs they've ever tested. Okay, well, you know what? If you want to eat the wrong acid and drive your car off a cliff that doesn't hurt anybody, that you don't, fall on anybody, then I'm 100% behind your right to do that.
That reminds me of probably the funniest drug news article I've ever read. A few years ago, I read this article, and I'm sure you're familiar. You know where Ibiza is?
I do.
In
Mediterranean.
Spain.
Yep. The Balearic Islands of Spain. Yes, sir.
It's like rave party central. It's always
I was there.
Yeah. They had a taxi driver a couple of years ago that got busted by the cops. He drove his car like through downtown and smashed up like 20 other cars and ended up like in the harbor. And he tested positive for every single drug that they tested him for.
No shit.
Something like 14 or 15 different drugs.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, in Ibiza and Mallorca, it's maybe not. Barcelona, even.
Ibiza's got some crazy clubs. They have a nightclub there that like spills out onto the beach where they have bubble generating machines, that like make foam bubbles, and they fill up like an entire concert hall with bubbles, and people rave dance in the bubbles and everything.
I mean, these clubs don't even open till 1 a.m. in the morning
Yeah.
and rave through the entire night into the morning.
I've been to concerts, and and mostly heavy metal concerts. I never went to a rave. My sister used to be involved with the rave scene years and years ago. She actually was working as an artist, doing the artwork for the promoters for the raves, all around the Midwest, Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky, and Pennsylvania. And she was going to like these, pop up underground raves at abandoned warehouses and shit. Back in the late '90s, she was like hanging around with like Eminem before he was famous, doing crazy. She was like smoking weed and getting drunk with Eminem before he hit the big time.
So if you could see me sitting here shaking my head saying, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
And she's got the pictures to prove it.
No, it's fine. I mean, but raves, my opinion, raves and anything related to raves is kind of life's way of telling you you're making too much money.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Coke in the '80s. It's the world's way of telling you you're making way too much money. Most of our problems in the United States of America today are because of our excessive affluence. It's really just that simple. We used to be the country of being able to do anything, the do anything people. We still are the do anything people. There are parts of us that still have that spirit among them. But there are other parts of us that'll never know that. Fire in the hole, bowl, fire, yeah.
Fire in
the bowl.
Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
.com.
.com.
I am accepting donations for a 1.5 volt button battery. I need 3 of them for my goat.
Okay.
If anybody wants to contribute, because I've been kicking this thing for a year now.
You got a PayPal account I can flutter?
It's just, I'm joking. I'll get them the next time I'm at the drugstore.
Right.
Claude, you're right. Affluence makes man weak. So with affluence,
I'll give you a prime example of that. All right. The city that I moved to when I was a teenager, and where I graduated high school from, was the most affluent and wealthy suburb of Cleveland on the west side of Cleveland. And total snobby, rich bitch motherfuckers. And there was like 2 social classes in high school. You had the haves and the have-nots. And all the haves, all the kids, on their 16th birthday, they got a BMW or, a Jeep or whatever. And then the other halves, we were still riding our bikes. And when you get that kind of surplus, money to fuck around with when you're, 16 years old, it got to the point where we had a higher rate of students getting, OD'd on heroin on an affluent West Side community than you would in downtown Cleveland in the ghetto. It was that bad. Kids with way too much fucking money on their hands.
Yep.
Fucking a kid that I was in Boy Scouts with. He was 2 years younger than me. About a year after I graduated from high school, he would have been it was his senior year. Clean cut kid from a good family. had too much money, got fucking hooked on heroin, was driving down the road one day with a friend, crashed his car, killed his friend. They found heroin and weed and open containers of alcohol in the car. He ended up doing, I think, 20 years for involuntary vehicular homicide. Just because his fucking parents gave him too much of an allowance.
But see, you can only blame the parents for that.
Yeah.
You can only blame the parents for that. And I do. You know, these Karens, they all grew up with their moms telling them that you can be a lesbian with no hair and buck teeth and smell and still be, still be a functional person in society. But what do I know? You know? No, I can't. I can't support the, but I can't depend on the legalization or the illegalization of certain things to discipline people in their operational day to day. That's where we fall down. Is we count on government. There are certain aspects of us counting on government to do it for us because we lack the will to do it. We lack the discipline to do it, to stay away from crack. You know,
Now,
the only reason crack's illegal is because it ruins people's lives. It does.
I got to address this in the chat. Claude Balls. Were you involved with legal cases in Ohio back around 99?
Well,
because I can get specific about the case if you want to know it. The kid he didn't crash into another car. He veered off the road and hit a double wide utility pole and basically caved in the entire passenger side of his car, killed his friend instantly. Yeah. But then again, I went to high school with a lot of crazy motherfuckers. We had a serial pyromaniac. He lit some kid's hair on fire. He burned down a warehouse. We had another kid who shot out a girl's eye with a BB gun. We had another kid who killed his dad, ran him over with the family car about 5 or 6 times. Yeah, I went to school with some fucked up motherfuckers.
Yep, stupid can decrease your lifespan.
Yes. Stupid is as stupid does.
it's like I always say, people in the United States need to avail themselves of our freedoms to the extent that they know how. But I do know that one of those freedoms is the freedoms to be just as stupid as you can possibly be, and die doing it. So people should take the entire breadth and depth of our freedoms within their breath. Darwinism is a thing. Yes, it is. Constitutionally, all should be legal as long as it doesn't infringe on others' rights. Even knowing that, I still can't support complete legalization. Yeah, I kind of got to agree with that, Shane.
Yeah, like what they're doing out like in Washington State or Oregon when they pass the hard drug, act or whatever.
Psychedelics. Yeah, you can.
Well, I think like in Washington now, like you can do, cocaine and not get in trouble for it.
Okay. Well, within that context, I'm actually a big fan of drug freedoms because I've seen law enforcement ruin people's lives
Hmm.
because of drugs more than the drugs actually ruined people's lives.
Well, look what they did in Holland, and I think in Belgium too. They legalized hard drugs in specific areas, like around Amsterdam and Brussels. And basically, if you were a heroin addict, you could get free heroin from the state, and you could get a free room at a clinic and medical care whenever you needed it. Free clean needles, free health care. I'm just like, when I saw that, it completely blew my fucking mind. Oh, we got to be compassionate. Like here in Cleveland, I
So, are you
remember this.
saying that that's what we should be doing, or
No, I'm saying that it's
you're
fucked up.
opposed to that?
It's fucked up that a government would even consider that as an option.
Yes, I agree with that.
It's like here in Cleveland, there was a big stink about 10 years ago. They wanted to put vending machines around downtown Cleveland to sell clean needles.
Okay.
Come on. The last time that I went to the Cleveland airport was about 6 or 7 years ago, because they have a mass transit connection there with the trains.
Yeah.
And I had to stop in the restroom there. And in the airport terminal restroom, they have needle disposal boxes for all the fucking junkies
Oh, wow.
to keep the needles out of the trash and everywhere else. I'm like, oh my God.
I have not seen that. And I have been to Cleveland. I have connected in Cleveland more than a couple of times. Delta's got a big Cleveland hub.
Yeah. They're
I
there.
used to fly a lot of Delta. Now I hate them. Hate them all. Airlines, leave one or two, Southwest or some low cost. The rest of them can just go away. They've pissed me off so many times over the last so many years that I got no love for any airlines anywhere.
Like the airline industry in Cleveland is kind of strange because we're like a regional hub. We're pretty much the biggest thing between New York and Chicago.
Yep.
But we lost our United Continental business when they did their consolidation about 10 years ago. So Delta and American were the two big things, but they weren't bringing in enough business. So they reopened one of the old terminals and brought a bunch of the budget airlines in. And now we're like a major hub for Southwest and Spirit and Frontier and a bunch of shit. And it's kind of like boosting the local economy. But since the pandemic started, they cut back on so many flights that like things are kind of fucked up right now at the airport. A lot of people got laid off, ground crew and shit.
It's going to get worse before it gets any better because I believe that the airlines have been prohibited from laying anybody off until this week or next week or last week or something like that.
It's coming up before Christmas. That's all I know.
And once that happens, that's 60,000 from what I understand.
Yeah.
The government's been paying their salary for the last 6 months.
Yep.
You know what? Every fucking stewardess that has ever pissed me off on any flight, on any carrier, over any fucking anywhere, at any time over the last 25 years deserves to get her fucking shit laid off. I'm sorry. I hate them. They're fucking arrogant.
Government regulation of transportation, and man, fucked up. with the airlines, and when they, basically the government runs Amtrak. So the way they fucked up this country transportation wise is beyond belief.
No, you're right. Neanderthal man was proved to be a hoax. I disagree with that. Neanderthal man has been proven to be consistently around Europe and Northern Europe, and has intermingled with other Homo species to create other species. So we're ending up we're finding Neanderthal genes in fucking hominids all over the planet now. Now I'm not a fucking guy that knows any of that shit, but I think it's very cool.
Now, is Neanderthal man the guy that they dug out of the glacier, like in Switzerland?
I think so.
Yeah.
Who you calling a homo?
Are you Homo sapien or are you Homo
Who you calling
erectus?
a homo? Yeah, I guess.
I am Homo erectus.
Mixed bag of small bone fragments. I'm covering with bated breath the new skeletons that they're pulling out of caves in Africa, and learning a lot.
Haven't heard anything about that.
Apparently, the cave was so narrow that the guy that was doing the university guy that was doing the excavation had to interview exclusively young females to crawl down into this cave that had rock climbing skill sets that were also, anthropology PhD candidates. And apparently, when he put the word out, he got flooded with more than 10,000 candidates to get it done. But he's doing some really good work down there, and they're pulling bones out of this deep cave over the last probably 5 years. That they're learning a lot about what we did back then. Again, I think it's fascinating shit.
I've been in a couple caves in my life. Mammoth Caves, Kentucky, Luray Caverns in Virginia. We got a few small caves here in Ohio. We have a cave here in Ohio that is, the entire cave is actually inside a single piece of geode. It's the world's largest geode. It's big enough that you can walk through it.
What is a geode?
A big quartz crystal with a center. Like you see them for sale at rock shops, like a slab that's cut in half, and you'll see,
with the sharp edges, with the hard edges.
Yeah, but it's hollow in the middle.
Ah, okay.
This cave it's a geode that's so big that you walk through it, and the cave is the actual hollow of the geode.
Wow. Okay. That's some pretty wild shit. I'm not much on caves. That's like, I'm also not much on jumping out of good airplanes.
That's on my bucket list.
I just don't see the need.
Because I feel the need for
The first
speed.
couple times is kind of fun.
Okay.
I had a good friend who was Army Ranger back in Vietnam, and with the 75th Ranger Regiment, and he got fucked up really bad jumping out of the C-47. His static line didn't deploy properly, and he was basically dragged along the entire fuselage of the plane and hit the tail of the plane square in his back. Broke a vertebrae, and luckily he was able to cut his line and deploy his reserve chute. But he got sent back stateside and with a busted back for about 8 months. And then he went back and did it again.
Who can summon pictures of a quartz vein? I think Mr. Canoes can probably do that. He's our computer expert. He's our internet expert.
I had a lot of quartz veins where I worked up in Canada. We had an exposed quartz vein that was mixed with, what's the name of the mineral? Mica. That translucent black material that looks like paper glass.
Right.
And I tried to collect a bunch of samples of it and take it back home, but it got confiscated at the border.
Very small box of bones is the foundation of human evolution. It's like believing Peter Pan was real. Yeah, I kind of agree with you there. I do find human history fascinating. I really do. Particularly those years of out past the 4,000 and 5,000 years before Christ, back to where the Mesopotamians and the what's those other ones there that had that cuneiform on clay tablets?
The Anunnaki.
The Sumerians.
The Sumerians. That's what I'm talking about. And you hear a lot about a lot of different places there and what happened and how it happened and when it happened. And
I'm going to I found a link for a torrent file I'm going to download tomorrow. The movie Samson, against the Philistines and all that shit.
Gilgamesh, Sumerians. Yep.
Nebuchadnezzar.
So those were real things, and they were written about, and there were, you have to realize that there were people before that. Even the tablets talk about 400, 500,000 years of kings.
Yep.
Which, again, I find interesting from a historic perspective, from a very historic perspective, because a lot of that does kind of mesh with what we know through, religious scholar. So I don't know. I think it's really cool. I really do. And those tablets, tell us a lot about what happened back then. And these guys were smart. They're really smart people. They had the math. They had the social skills. They had the, they could grow the crops. They were doing the shit. They were smart people. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox now and call fire in the bowl.
Fire in the bowl.
But I do find that to be very, very fascinating. Pre-flood history, yes, sir. Not in a history book. You're absolutely right. I think it's pre-5,000 year BC. I think it's out there around 11,000, 10,000, 11, 12,000 during that younger Dryas period where I think that's the flood. That's the biblical flood. And I believe that was not written down until about 5,000 BC, but it was just passed off as
Legend.
Tribal knowledge. Before we started writing things down, we had tribal knowledge, and a lot of the stories that originate that we're seeing in the Bible, it turns out that the Indo area around India developed a lot quicker around religions and being able to write things down, and they too had these same basic myths that I believe all went into the Christian Bible, which was kind of late to the scene. at 2,000 years, at 2,000 years old now. So, again, that's just my humble opinion. I believe that the flood was the limited peoples that were around the Mediterranean seas and the Black Seas and those types of things, because it's already been proven that those particular bodies of water fluctuated immensely. They've got, what they say, 3 miles of salt that aggregated in the bottom of the Mediterranean Sea. Well, that means that the Mediterranean Sea basically went dry. And so when water rushes in, anyway, I believe that the Younger Dryas era and the rising of oceans because of the melting of ice was actually a part of the reflooding of the Mediterranean, and even the reflooding of the Black Sea. And further,
What about the
this,
Sahara? A
well,
lot of people say that the Sahara used to be like an inland ocean.
Well, it's been proven that the Sahara. Look at what they found around the Sphinx.
Uh-huh.
Those
water
channels of water. Those are channels cut by water, not by anything else. Where was I at? What was I thinking about?
Well, look at Lake Chad. Look at Lake Chad. It's next to nothing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 50 years ago, it was the size of, almost the size of the United States.
So, yeah, the Mediterranean was reflooded a couple of different times over hundreds of thousands of years. That we already know. And so once it was reflooded over one of the more recent times, there were people there that suffered because of it. Further, and I want to say this while I'm thinking about it, I believe that the entire world's water raised 400 plus feet, and that is part of the world's flood. But if you look at close to all of the existing shores, and if you look at where major rivers are currently coming down, you can still see indentations cut into sediment that's underwater that goes down even further. And I submit to you that there are lost civilizations that are somewhere between 0 and 400 feet deep along the coast of every major landmass in the world that we simply have not discovered because we're just learning that the water raised 400 feet 10,000 to 12,000 years ago. Okay, I'm gonna get off of my soapbox.
I'm aware of a 90 foot, 100 foot. You know what I'm saying? Where they're finding all this stuff within 90 feet of the ocean surface now.
What I'm hearing is that meltwater has risen the world's oceans 400 feet over the last 20,000 years.
Oh, okay. But yeah, the last one where like the city of Dwarka is 90 feet below the level of the water. The temples off the coast of Japan, they're 90 feet under the water.
Yep.
Atlantis and Bimini and all that stuff is 90 feet under the water.
The Bimini Road.
Yeah.
If you look in the Mediterranean Sea, you will see at about 200 feet they've discovered statues. There's a city that existed on the land bridge between Sicily and Africa. And at 200 feet, they found statues of that city, from that city.
What about
that
that
are still
place
standing
that
straight up?
Found down by the Yucatan about 10 years ago. It's all underwater. I don't know how deep, but they found basically a grid line layout for an ancient city, complete with underwater pyramids and spheres. Acres and acres.
I also want to give you my pyramid theory.
With
Pyramids,
paved roads underwater.
not surprising. They paved them when they weren't underwater. So there was somebody 15,000 years ago that did pave roads, and then they were flooded. It is my humble opinion that all of the tall features of pyramids, not only in Egypt but also in Central and South America, are all tribal mechanisms to escape high floodwaters.
Makes sense.
That's mic drop. That's mic drop. Sorry.
Well, hey guys, I'm gonna have to hit it, man. I'm gonna save some energy, and I'm tired as hell. I stayed up way too late last night.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you carried over to the morning bound, but I was like, oh god,
Dude, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, I'm
not
hit.
gonna.
All right, Wiz.
Unless Mr. Canoes wants to take over, I'm not up to it tonight. I'm probably.
No. I'll keep it going for another 10 minutes for the chat, but that'll be about it because I still got to walk home.
Okay. Dude, you shouldn't be walking home.
It's not a problem.
Right.
Well, I'm not so concerned about you. You can take care of yourself. It's the fucking drunk coming back from the local bar that even if you're walking in the ditch, he goes across the ditch to fucking hit you and pin you against a tree and kill you. That's what I'm worried about. Not worried about you. You can take care of yourself. Wolves, deer, bears, whatever, dumbasses. But it's cars coming across the ditch. You can't do anything with that.
Yeah.
That's what the Glock's for.
Well, there you go then.
All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, Wiz.
Roger that, Wiz. Take care of yourself, sir.
Peace out, Home Slice.
Yeah, you know, man. I'll talk to you soon.
I keep telling myself that I'm just going to come up in here for a few minutes when I come on.
Yeah. That does happen.
Just for a few minutes. Just gonna talk to Pat for a few minutes after he does his thing. And it'll be cool, and then I'll be off, and then I'll go upstairs and love on the wife a little bit, and life will be good, right?
Yeah, right. I'm going to go home and make myself something to eat and play with the kitties for a little bit, and we'll call it a night.
Yeah, I understand. I'm off this week. So I'm up. I'm playing around with some brokerage accounts, and I'm playing around with the Jeep. I just got a new roof rack for the Jeep. Just got it today. As a matter of fact, haven't even pulled it out of the box yet. So I need to go up there and get on that. I've been playing around with some of my home automation stuff, Z-Wave stuff. That's pretty cool.
I have to work the next 2 days, and then I'm off. I think Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah. No, Thursday and Friday.
Okay, Thursday and Friday. Yeah, that's paid for me also. I save up all year for basically to take 2 sets of holidays, one around Thanksgiving, which is also my birthday.
Oh.
I'll be 59 on the 29th. And then
Thanksgiving has always been my favorite holiday as far as like a family get together. I'm not super big into Christmas, so Thanksgiving is my deal. My mom cooks a mean turkey, and she makes mean gravy and mean stuffing. So, and I'm sorry, I have to apologize to my governor, Mike DeWine. You can go fuck yourself. I'm not going to socially distance from my mother for Thanksgiving. Eat my shorts, dude.
Oh, Mike, this is for you, buddy. Got you.
You got it. Oh. Be well,
Be
Sing.
well, Don. Be well, Sing. Wild Bill, Claude, always a pleasure, gentlemen. Always a pleasure. And for the ladies lurking in the background, who's back there?
Yeah, I'm showing
Miss Marion's probably there.
12 people watching on StreamYard, 10 watching on YouTube. This is your last chance to get on the panel tonight. There's
Miriam. Yep, we knew it. So yeah, night, all you people. I'm gonna go ahead and slip off here, and then I'm gonna let Canoes close it up and do whatever he needs to do. Take care of yourself. Be safe, people.
Sounds good, brother.
Always keep the clip loaded. Take care, Canoes.
You have a good one, brother.
I'll figure it out. Here we go.
We've got 15 likes and 2 dislikes on YouTube. And I'm sure that the 2 dislikes were because we were showing titties earlier. All right. Wild Bill, have a good one, brother. We'll catch you on the flip side. Claude Balls, always good to see you. And I think that's about it for the crew. And anybody else who is watching, I will close out the stream with a final meme. If it offends you, tough shit. All right, everybody. It's been fun. It's been fruitful. It's been enlightening. But it's time to call it a night. So y'all have a good one, and we will catch you on the flip side. This is Canoes from Ohio, signing off.